But I say unto you, love your enemies. Bless them that curse you. Do good to them that hate you. And pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you.
Which is the first commandment of all?
Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might, and with all thy strength. This is the first and great commandment, and the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
Master, thou hast said the truth. There is one God, and none other but He. And to love Him with all the heart, and with all the understanding, and with all the soul, and with all the strength, and to love his neighbor as himself, is more than all the whole burnt offerings and sacrifices.
Thou art not far from the kingdom of God.
Thou art not far from the kingdom of God, and thou art not far from having more than one viewer. At the minute, we've got nobody. So wait and see. It is a bad time, really, 2 in the afternoon, because Nathan's on. But if I don't do it in the morning, it's kind of the only time I can. Well, I could go earlier or a bit later, but then later is trouble. It might be, you know what I mean? It runs into my dinner time, supper time, and then bumping into Flats' time. So, yes. And usually Tuesday, I do the night time because Flats is off. But this time we swapped, Glenn, but we swapped around this time. So Flats will be on tonight and I'll be on Thursday because I count, right? What do you mean you count, right? Oh, you can't? Of course you do, dude. Of course you do. It's just I only seen one watching at that point. In fact, it still says one watching. Let me refresh. It still says one watching. Weird. Yeah,
Hi, Glenn.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. That is. Yeah, you do count, but you're not showing up, dude. Not in the viewer, not in the little eyeball. Anyway, you're showing up. All right, so there's nobody here yet. I was going to let you explain about your arm first, but let's see if anybody turns up first. So today isn't a scriptural one. Today is about that video that Level Earth Observer put out about DJ Tommy Boyd talking in 2010 about the globe not being what well, being false, basically. Being false. He was pretty much saying. I only watched the first 2 minutes and seen what he said about if you're on a sphere, on a globe, if you any way you start walking, advancing, you're going downhill. And it makes no sense because if you're going downhill towards someone else who's coming towards you, are they going downhill as well? You know, it's mental. And he was saying as well, like, if you start running, you should, because you're going downhill, you should perpetually get faster and faster and faster. Which makes sense to me, if that would be right. And their physics and logic, yeah. So yeah, we'll go watch that. And also, I'll put this one on first. It's because it's only about 10 minutes long. What's his name? I've got one that can see. Chuck Middleton. Anyway, his channel's called I've Got One That Can See. Put out like a 10-12 minute video documentary of Flat Earth, which was banned at PBS or something like that. But it's from PBS, but it was banned apparently. And this is even older than 2010. It looks like it's 90s or something. I don't even know. But we'll watch that first. And then we'll get on to the talk, because that's a 10-minute one. I'll probably not talk much through it because it'll just be stuff that we already know. But it's just want to see what it says in it, to see why. Well, we know why it was banned, but see if it says anything really controversial, you know. And then we'll get on to the video with Tommy Boyd. But yeah, I've put out a thing out saying, yeah, see, it's always a pain in the butt. I think I get more viewers in the morning because like at this point, people in the UK are working, you know, because it's 2 PM. So at 8 AM, there's a possibility that they're, you know what I mean, that I've got more, and then a lot of American viewers are in bed at this time, because it's early hours in the morning for him, like so Roger and that. I mean, sometimes he stays up and comes here, and he's got a stream in an hour and a half, so he'll probably be up for that. But yeah, I think 8 o'clock in the morning's a better one, but I couldn't do that today. Hence the afternoon. But yeah, I'm sure a few people will come in as we go along. I did have three. It went from 3 viewers right down to 1 again. Right.
Well, at least I'm home.
You are home, right? Okay, like there's nobody here yet. Apart
Glenn's
from
here.
It says apart from Glenn, didn't I?
Right.
If you want to tell him about your arm, what's
I
happening?
went to hospital today, had to go fracture clinic.
Yeah.
And because of my psoriasis, it's flared up under my cast. So, and there's a loose bit of, there's a fragment of bone that's broke off my elbow that's just in there. And obviously, I think they're going to operate, but they can't operate until my skin's better.
You are sorry, babe, just interrupt. I can't believe it.
What?
Like, I've just gone into my watch list, and well, the first thing that came up is, no way, I had this idea first, Nathan Oakley. Hey Chris, good to see you. Yeah, but Nathan Oakley is on at the minute, which I knew, but he's doing his thumbnail is of Tommy Boyd, so he's probably doing a bit of this as well. I don't know. Come on.
Hi, teacher. Hi, Ricky.
It's good to see you. Yes, so whether he's talking about it or not, yeah, he's got Tommy Boyd as the title. Wow, I've had it up for 2 days. Tommy Boyd's in the title.
Can I finish?
Yes, carry on. Sorry.
No, I went and I think they're going to operate. So my skin needs to heal before they can cut it open.
Yeah.
So I do not have a cast on anymore. I just have my arm in a sling, and I feel free.
Exactly.
I do. When you've had your arm all the way up past your elbow in a cast, I know it was only a week and a day, but that week and a day was like torture.
Aye.
So now I have no cast, arm in a sling. Really, Glenn. I've got psoriatic arthritis from psoriasis. It's not immune disease. It's awful. But yeah, no, I haven't had a flare up, not like this.
So
Like all in where my cast was is horrendous.
Aye.
So he didn't put a cast on, even though they were going to put a full cast on, and yeah, all the way up. And I was like, yeah, no. And I got a cast on, just a sling, but I don't care because I have hair can get to my skin. And then I had to go and have my bloods done.
Sorry, I'm just quickly.
Hi, Vicky.
How
are you doing?
Quickly sharing.
I'm good, Chris.
I'm quickly sharing this week.
Sorry.
Go on, quickly.
If you're gonna fall, don't fall onto one arm. Fall on both, because I fell with my right arm straight and it dislocated and snapped.
Yes, I heard about it. That's why I asked.
I'm okay. It's sore. It's not, the worst thing for me was the cast being on because it irritated my skin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to quickly share this. And I'm just letting Nathan know. I hope I don't get attacked by bloody Paul and all that. Just letting Nathan know that we're talking about the same thing today. So I'm just going to thank him.
First, you can measure Earth flat, then you create a ball. Then you take that ball, put it in motion around the sun. Then you change the motion that was circular into elliptical. Then you scale that elliptical motion, with Venus being the scalar. But it's only the scalar because Earth's a scalar, and Earth's scale is derived from the flat Earth measurements of the angles of the stars. Yeah, measure flat, yes.
My favorite part is the notion of Venus being floating soil.
Yeah, soil in the sky that we could somehow travel to through the motion that's created in the elliptical world. But we can't. We can't travel through a sky vacuum. That's where this all started, right?
There's something else. The incident angle that you'll measure requires a flat Earth.
Incident angle to what?
Sorry, I'm just
When they say radar or any
meant-
kind of measurement, you're going to have a plane of reference for that.
But when they're claiming distance with radar measurements to the sun, you're saying that the...
I'm just waiting to see if he sees it.
Correct?
Okay.
Yes.
Always. Makes perfect sense. You measure Earth flat for everything.
So they wanted... Sorry.
Final experiment. Apparently I'm being called a pussy because I don't want to go to Antarctica. I have no need to go to Antarctica to assume antipodal positioning.
Exactly. Nobody needs to go to Antarctica. It's all a bloody underhanded thing anyway. And why would we go? Why would we go? Even if there was a 24-hour sun, it makes no difference to us. Not to me.
Are they not forgetting that people have like wives and kids and families and not everybody could drop everything and go to Antarctica.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've let him know anyway. I just wanted to let him know that we're doing the same thing, same time. Just quickly see if he notices it. Oh, hold on, Divergent Droid, what's he said? 2 seconds. What's a bloody mute? That
is if you show us that you are traveling to the bottom of a globe. To assume that you are on the bottom of a globe and then observe a sun that may or may not move around you in a 24-hour duration does not affirm the consequent. It does not prove your automatic assumption of antipodal ball positioning. Furthermore, the antipodal ball positioning that's being assumed was created with flat Earth measurements. That is all.
Also, the logic of it would formulate as if I observe the elevation of the sun above the horizontal plane of reference for 24 hours, there is no horizontal plane of reference.
Right, that'll do. He's obviously seen it, but he's talking.
Yes, the description of the sun being above the horizon with respect to a horizontal plane of reference.
And to be honest as well, it's not often, he doesn't really... Nathan usually pays more attention to what's going on in the panel than he does in chat anyway, in general.
So what they're trying to show is how far the sun is away.
That's Nathan. That's what Nathan's doing the same as what. And well, on his title it said about Tommy Boyd, the DJ who spoke in 2010. In 2010, before Flat Earth became big on media, social media in 2015, he's talking in 2010 how false the globe is. So yeah, it was just a coincidence. I mean, I put mine out 2 days ago that I was doing Tommy Boyd's today, because on the same day as I seen it from Level Earth Observer, I decided to do it. But I had to do it 2 days because I already had something in the pipeline for yesterday. As you know, you were there, so I'd already set it up. But obviously, Nathan didn't know that, and he'll only probably talk a little bit about it. We're doing the full video. He won't be watching the full video.
Nice picture. I like Nathan Oakley. He's doing great.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. Like I say, he's an acquired taste. He definitely puts the truth out there, but a lot of people don't like him because of his approach. Like I say, he's an acquired taste. I like what his truth says.
Yes.
Sometimes I don't like what he says in general, but we don't like what everybody says. All of it, what everybody says anyway. But he puts the truth out there about Flat Earth. That's
at the beginning where I saw him, I didn't like him because he was so rude,
He can be. But on a one-to-one conversation, he's not like that. I'm not saying he's a character, but when it comes to his Flat Earth debate, he takes it seriously, and I can understand why he gets that annoyed with the anti-Flat Earthers. He hears the same thing everybody day. They do the same crap every day, and they're just as rude. He just tries to be more rude than them to get over, I suppose. But I like it. I like anything.
I like him too, yeah.
Sure. I mean, he's putting out the truth there. Right, so we still only got 2 watching. We might as well get on with the videos. It's because like Nathan's on, it's probably, and we're covering the same blooming thing. But Nathan will only be doing a little bit of it because he's obviously got the debate to deal with. Anyway, before we go into the main video, I'll put out
quality, not quantity.
Yeah. Before we go into the main video, we'll watch this 10-minute documentary that I've got One That Can See put out, Chuck Middleton, and it's about a band documentary of Flat Earth from PBS. I don't know when it was made, but it certainly looks like it was made in the 90s to me. We'll just quickly go through that. We don't have to stop and talk about it. When it gets to the main video, we can stop and talk. But this one, we'll just get through.
Sure, Peter. It's a news channel or what?
Sorry?
It's a news channel or a YouTube
channel?
The
first video I'm putting out is from a friend of ours. He's called I've Got One That Can See his channel. He does the same. He puts out flat earth stuff, scriptural stuff.
Okay.
We differ on things to do with scripture and that, but it's fine. He's a good guy. Chuck Middleton, his name is. But on his channel, he just put out a documentary he must have come across on flat earth. So I've downloaded it from him and obviously mentioned him. So we got Chuck Middleton, and I'll put his link in chat once I start playing this. Because obviously I'm playing this from video file, so I'll have to go look for his link. So yeah, let's get on with this one. I'll put it in here so you can sub if you're not already sub to him. He differs on me. He doesn't believe in the Trinity. He believes that Jesus is the Father. I mean, but apart from that, I think we're kind of on the same page with everything, pretty much everything. I don't know. He's a cool guy. He puts out a lot of good stuff. So yeah, it's a PBS banned flat earth documentary.
And it's good that not everybody thinks the same,
That's it.
Just how it has to be.
That's it.
Babe.
Hold on. Yes, babe.
The dog won't leave my side.
No doubt.
Because I've left the house for a couple of hours.
She will. Before I start, let me just go get his link so I can put it in the chat and whoever comes in can sub to him.
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah.
Are you in YouTube chat as well at the minute, Chris?
Me?
No, Chris.
I got the chat.
Yeah. In YouTube. So I'll put it in. I haven't put it in yet. I'm still looking for it. I've got One That Can See. Where are you? Here we are.
When you put the link to the private chat, it would be great.
There we go. Yeah, we'll do.
Nice. Thanks, Butcher.
But it'd be good if you could go on YouTube chat because then I've got more viewers. It's all good.
Yeah, of course.
Right, so share his channel. Here it is, here, guys. But I'll put it in private chat, yeah, dude. Copy.
Yes, thanks, Butcher.
No problem. So yes, here's his link in there and in private here. There we go. There you go, dude. That's his channel.
Okay. I will do it fast now, okay?
Yeah, all good.
Okay.
Right, so we'll just get on with this one, and yeah, I'll let it play and see what the best outlay is first. A bit, what do you call it? I'm saying outlay. What would you call it? I would say outlay. Yeah, I would say you'd call it outlay, wouldn't you? Positioning of where we are and all that kind of stuff. I would call it an outlay.
Okay, I must have a look.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Thanks to the people who are here. There's the whole three of us. Bless you guys. Bless us, guys. Nice one, Glenn. Yeah. It's sometimes it's slow in the afternoon. Like yesterday morning when I did it, I only had 2 people for about 20 minutes, and then it ended up having 16 people after Flats started putting it out as well. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes it just takes a while for people to see it or know that I'm on. Because in general, I'm on in the morning for me. I mean, and this is afternoon for me now.
But you're also a lot on, Peter. You do a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, sometimes I do more than one a day, dude. It depends. If I can't sleep, sometimes I'm on through the night as well, Chris. So just keep an eye out for me because I'm on quite a lot, to be honest. Sometimes I do surprise streams like at midnight, so it would be like you're 1 in the morning, like just before Sob comes on. Sometimes I go on. I've been on at 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning. Just depends if I'm sleeping or not,
Oh yeah, by me the same. When I'm awake, I look at it, who is live, and then I just get in.
Of course.
So.
Right, this one, unless you want to talk, give me a shout. I'm just going to try and play through it. But if you want to say something, just shout stop, Chris, yeah? Okay, babe. Okay, Chris. Okay, babe. Babe.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's do it. Quality's not ace, obviously, because it's from a while back. Oh, stereo. If there's any guys in the States, like Glenn, you'd know how old that is, wouldn't you, PBS, by the looks of it? How old would that look to you, dude? And my mum had given me olive oil treatment as a kid, and it seems to have worked. Oh, cool. Well, oh, here you go, Alan. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you, my brother. Oh, it was a pleasure, dude.
Hi, Alan.
Oh, by the way, the Italian video that you played timeline Italy, excellent, dude. So 8 is your thing. That's what I would have said, Glenn. Bless. Nice one for that. Yeah, nice video, Alan. Nice video, dude. Do you know Vicky didn't know that you were Professor Harvester for a while?
No, I didn't. I felt like you were lied to me for a year.
Prof Harvester. And when she said, "Did you know that?" I was like, he's not. Don't be silly. I played along with it. I was like, he's not Professor Harvester.
I feel like you lied to me. For a year, you deceived me.
Well, come on. He's gave you 5 roses to make up for it.
Yeah, I can't know everything. This is.
Alan, I had my cast took off today.
Oh, I'll put you up first. Ryan. I'll put I'll put you on big.
I don't want to be big.
Yeah, but you're not big. You are now. Like, go tell people.
They took my cast off because it's made my skin go all funny because of my psoriasis. I think they're going to operate. I don't know when. But it means I ain't got a cast on, just my arm in a sling.
Yep, so she's got her arm in a sling. So they've let her keep the plaster off, which is good because that was irritating her for the itchiness. I think she can deal with the pain as long as it's not so itchy. Katie, I noticed you put a new one out. I hope, and hopefully that's linked to it. Is that the link to it? Oh no, that's not the link to the new one you put out.
I already have it.
Right, so you've got like KV put one out today as well, and he's just put up he's putting a link there for DC Media, Secrets in Plain Sight. I'm not sub to that, so let me sub to that, man. That's good.
You can take me off big now.
Oh yeah, sorry, baby. Exit solo layout. Okay. But yeah, put your video you just put out today, KV. Put the link in there for people. I've had a quick look at it. Put it out for people who haven't seen it. But I've just subbed to that one.
You mean me?
Channel. Yes.
Okay, I can do it there for sure.
Yeah, cool.
Thanks.
Cool.
But it's in German, you know.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. But yeah.
No problem. It's a pleasure. Thanks.
Yeah, so I was going to say, yeah, Chris has got a channel with his brother. If he puts the link in, you can sub to it. They've done a live so far, but it's in German. I'm sure in the future, I'm sure you can get subtitles too, but I'm sure in the future they'll do English ones as well. Or if someone comes on the panel, I'm sure they'll be talking English, you know. But yeah, KV just put out another. I just not the link for KV's there, but I'll put the link in for KV's new one actually. Let me just do it. Actually, go to channel.
Yeah, we try to make one video a day, so
cool, excellent,
yeah.
Excellent. Video, there it is. Yeah, 49 minutes ago he put it out. 49 minutes ago. It's got 12 views. One of them's me. So yeah, copy. And so yeah, go watch KV's newest vid as well. There it is there. And sub to him if you're not subbed. I'll put Are you sub to him?
Yeah, sure, yes.
You are already. Cool. Right, sure. So I don't need to put in that. But I'll put the link in for the new that's his new news video. Right, guys, let's just go on with this one. We don't have to talk much about this one, but if you do, it's just It's just like I say, it's just an opening 10-minute documentary about a band flat Earth documentary. What I heard of it, and this is in the 80s, a lot of the stuff we're saying about ice walls and all that is pretty much what we're saying nowadays, you know? So, yeah, let's have a go. And then we'll get onto the main video and we'll talk about that more. But if you do want to say something, give me a shout, guys, in this one.
It's a commonly held misconception that the Earth is a spherical object that revolves around the sun. But the fact...
Pure misconception. Pure fallacious. That's for sure.
...is, of course, that the Earth is a circular dish surrounded by a barrier of...
And I don't mean scripturally fallacious, I just mean generally fallacious.
...ice that explorers have been attempting to penetrate for centuries. 2,000 years ago, an Egyptian scholar by the name of Eratosthenes performed an experiment that he claimed proved the Earth to be a sphere. However, there are serious doubts about the accuracy of his data and his scientific procedures. Dr. Leo Ferrari explains.
Oh, the Eratosthenes experiment is an experiment supposedly conducted in the 1st century, whereby this ingenious person was supposed to have proved, I say that in quotes, that the Earth was a sphere of some 4,000 miles radius. But Eratosthenes one day noticed that the sun was directly overhead in Syene, whereas he noticed that on the same day, at the same time, the sun made an angle of 7.2 degrees to the vertical at Alexandria, which was some 530 miles away. How did Eratosthenes in the 1st century know what the sun was doing on the same day in two places which are 530 miles apart?
Oh, is it, Alan? It's about 10 minutes long, 12 minutes long. So we just got to watch this pretty much through, then we'll get on to the main video. But I seen it come through, and I've got one that can see yesterday or something, and thought, ooh, very interesting. And it just so happened to come out after I'd already done the video title. So I thought, yeah, that'll work well with it. Not to do with the Tommy Boyd thing. So, yeah.
For sure.
One can take all those same data, knowing that the Earth is flat. In one place you have the sun directly overhead, and at another place, at the same time, at 530 miles away, let us suppose that it does make an angle of 7.2 degrees to the vertical. Then we have a right angle triangle, which it can be easily shown that the sun is some 4,000 miles up in the sky. These superficial even...
Yeah, I only had cell phones back then. Do you know something as well, though? They probably did. They just went commercial, you know?
Yeah, pitch about how high he said.
I don't know. Let's go back.
A little bit back, yes.
Right, no, he's on about the radius there.
Okay.
Was it before this or after? Before? Let's go back a little bit more. So just listen out for because I didn't hear what you were saying. So listen.
Yeah.
An angle of 7.2 degrees to the vertical. Then we have a right angle triangle, which it can be easily shown that the sun is some 4,000 miles up in the sky.
Oh, yeah. Right, 4,000 miles, I say. Which a lot of people say nowadays is possible, like 3,000 to 4,000 miles. I don't ascribe to that because I don't know. But just by doing what he's doing, you know, by doing the angle elevations and that, it would seem to work out as that. But that's an apparent distance. You know, you don't know for sure because you're seeing things apparently. Because you know what I mean? It's not fully because we don't know what the sun is and all that. It's not a guaranteed how far it is actually away. You know.
No, of course, but you can say it's closer than what they tell us, and
it's certainly local. It's certainly local
for sure.
These superficial even considerations show that it's impossible. The whole thing, it's a story, a fairy story made up and mindlessly repeated in textbooks.
Sounds like something that's for anti-flat earthers do nowadays. You know what I mean? And pseudoscientific people. It's mindlessly repeated in textbooks, you know? And that's, people say, how can you believe the Bible was written by man? Wasn't a scientific textbooks written by man? You know?
Yeah, of course, they programmed us, you know?
Exactly. At least the Bible is inspired by God, you know?
Yeah. Did you know, Peter, Rothschild was inventing the school system?
Yeah, I remember you said someone called Roger. I can't remember the full name, but yeah, I remember you said that. Somebody called Roger. Yeah. How did they measure 530 miles? Do not know. I do not know, dude. Goes to water.
Fortunately, not all scientific arguments are based on such questionable research. The Greek astronomer Ptolemy determined to everyone's satisfaction that the Earth is flat, circular, and the central body in the universe. His theory went unchallenged for 1,200 years. Not surprising.
1,200 years, eh? 1,200 years.
It's
And they
cool
tell us
to
that they tell us that flat Earth is the new kid on the block, you know?
Yeah, but it's cool to watch an old video, you know.
Oh, absolutely. And this being a band one as well.
Yeah.
Really? One need only look around. However, the notion that it was some other shape gained some acceptance during the Renaissance. These were impoverished times. Most writers, artists, and scientists could not support themselves through their work. They depended on the patronage of the upper class. Consequently, creative and original thinking men
Created on the patronage of the upper class. So because they depended, if they were actually real people, because they depended on the patronage of the upper class, wouldn't they be biased or swayed to one? If they had just say the upper class had some kind of agenda that they wanted out there, couldn't they be swayed to say things, you know, since they were dependent on them as patronages? You know what I mean?
Of course. I said they had always an agenda, and for they how you call them, the elites, the whole world is a stage for them. So I think
absolutely.
much every day is planned for them.
Definitely, bro.
let their imaginations run rampant in order to attract support. In 1543, the Polish astronomer Copernicus suggested the bizarre notion that the Earth is a round ball that circles the sun.
Sounds like Darwin.
How you come to this conclusion?
But his book emphasized it was only a hypothesis. He further avoided controversy by withholding the book for 13 years, and then by dying on the day it was published. So Copernicus' notion that the Earth...
How could it be a hypothesis? Because you haven't got your IV and DV at all now.
Picture from which, how old is this video?
Don't know, but it looks like it's from the 80s. It looks like it's from the 80s. But, yeah.
Because when they come up with this idea that is round and goes around the sun, it was a lot of pushback too.
Of course, of course.
Of course, yeah.
Earth was a ball you couldn't fall off of was readily embraced by businessmen. And when Magellan's crew claimed to have circumnavigated the globe in 1522, it was seen as a new piece in the scientific puzzle.
Circumnavigated the globe in 52. No, they didn't circumnavigate no globe. They would have turned left or right at some point, round about the continents, and just said they've gone around the globe.
They make a round?
Yeah. They make a circuit. They do a circuit. You know, they don't go around like an orbit, but on the face of it, you know.
But more importantly, it was seen as a strong psychological boost for free enterprise. It's also been seen as a huge publicity stunt.
Don't know about publicity stunt, but a huge agenda bringer, the harbinger of ugliness. The ugliness agenda, that's what it is. The uncomeliness of heliocentrism, the ugliness of it. It's awful.
Okay, I didn't know that. Yes.
The argument, for all practical purposes, came to an end when the Church of England was established by law during the 16th century. They rejected many laws of the ancient Catholic Church, and to appear forward-thinking, they...
Yes, look at the jacket that he's wearing. This is 80s, late 80s, I'd say, because it looks like a Campri type skiing jacket, maybe, you know.
embraced many radical scientific notions prevalent at the time, including Copernicus' round Earth theory. With this endorsement, the theory found...
Or as Sov says, Copernicus.
its way into the school.
Oh, Sov likes to take the mick out of their names. So, like Copernicus, he says that he pronounces it Copernicus. You know, things like that. Aristosthenes is Erin's Christines. I say Erin's crossed his knees, but Sov says things like Christines, and he's got it sounds
which were then largely controlled by the church. It has remained there to this day, and many children have accepted it without question.
There's all kinds of proofs right around you.
There you go. And there it goes by bloody the Catholic people, not people, church, you know, bloody, I was about to say Judaism, idiot.
And of course, the globe is next to him.
Yeah, and they're the ones pushing the globe when the Bible says different. So it says to me they were a false, religion's false anyway. Shows to me that they were a false faith, you know, just a religion, cultish.
And I think they make this big thing with the moon landing. Yeah, this was a big thing for the agenda, you know, to get this pushed.
Aye.
With the round world.
Well, it looks like Vicky's dropped out. I think. Hold on, is she waiting for a delivery or anything? She might have dropped out by mistake, but I'm just wondering if she's waiting for a delivery. Don't know. She'll be back.
That show that the Earth is flat.
Yes, she is. I told you she'll be back.
No, it's because I was on my phone.
Right.
So I just swapped to the laptop because it robot on my phone.
It was all right. Okay, got you.
All right.
A very simple one to think of is that we use plumb bobs to build buildings. In other words, to get the wall of a building going straight down, you'll take a string with a heavy weight.
Exactly. You'll take a string with a heavy weight, and it'll always be vertical, straight down vertical. And if you place another plumb bob miles away, straight down vertical, it will not be divergent from the other one. It will be parallel. And they'll tell you it's divergent. How that makes no sense in a plumb. No sense.
Hanging from it, and you make the building follow that string. Yep. That plumb bob will point to the center of a round Earth. That means that if you imagine that this was the correct Earth, you can imagine a plumb bob held here would point in that direction, and a plumb bob held here would point in that direction. That means the buildings would be bigger on the top than at the bottom.
Exactly.
It would also...
Exactly right. Buildings would be bigger at the top, not much bigger at the top than the bottom, but it would make a difference. You know, you couldn't have foundations without a straight, level foundationary ground. Yes. You know what I mean?
And there's so much things you have to look that everything goes right. You know, it's I'm electric installation.
Oh, electric.
Yes, engineer. I made it for a long time, so I used it too for the working.
Right, got you. Hey Barry, good to see you, bro. Good to see you, man.
There was no swinging.
No, of course not.
Bye, Barry.
No divergence when it comes to bloody plumb bobs. They're parallel to each other.
Mean that boats would constantly be sailing downhill.
Yes.
And invariably, in any discussion about the shape of the Earth, the first argument used in support of its rotundity is that as ships sail out to sea, the tops of their masts are visible longer than the hull.
The fact is, of course, that the light rays from the lower...
Which is easily explained through perspective, do you know what I mean? And convergent points and things like that. Refraction, all that kind of rubbish, always explainable.
Yeah, and that's, I think, why the old civilizations just believed it was flat, you know, because just trust your sense and you would never get to the point that you are on a fucking rock spinning around the sun.
Exactly.
It's crazy, yeah.
It is. Try to be careful with the language, but yeah, I get you, man. Get you. Definitely. What was I going to say? Can't remember. Can't remember. It might come to me. Yeah, it's a good point. Good point, Chris.
Part of the ship are no longer reaching the shore.
The sailor thinks that he's traveling around the Earth this way, when in effect he's traveling around the Earth this way. And he's creating a circle.
Alan says, I made a video of climbing our Bridger Mountain 10,000 feet high. It's on my other channel. I haven't seen that one on your Professor Harvester. Put the link in, dude, if you got it, and we can watch, and I'll watch that later. So I don't think I've seen that one, and anybody else can watch it as well. Put the link in, dude, so people can see it.
Which one you mean?
For Alan Norstrand in chat, he said he made a video.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Okay, fine.
Hey, Luke, how you doing, man?
Hello, everybody.
Welcome, Luke.
How you doing, Luke? Huh? Hi, guys.
I have several questions.
I swear, my stomach sank. Thought Luca would come in.
I don't think you can take this guy seriously because
Because he's telling the truth.
no,
so
because they didn't have AI in the 80s.
Chat GPT wasn't about. Oh wow!
No,
Of course, Luca. Now we see the logic.
yeah.
Wow,
So
fire
this is
debunked.
no credibility at all.
No, that's amazing. That's amazing. Anyway, I'm gonna play this because otherwise Vicky's just got to lay it out.
He's moving in a continuous direction
wow.
around. He goes through the various parts of the circle, and he comes back where he started from. Swing around this way.
Nice one, Alan. Bless you, man.
Does running round your neighborhood prove that the neighborhood is round?
Samuel Burley Rowbottom, better known throughout the scientific community as Parallax. In 1881, he had published this book, Earth.
Quickly watch Alan's video. It's only 2 minutes long, so we might as well give it a watch. See what it's saying.
Nice.
Present. So this one just so I know. 6 minutes in. Right. Okay, let's present. This is on his Professor Harvester one. Links in there, guys, already. So if you need to sub to his other channel, go sub. It's still Alan, Prof Harvester, Professor Harvester. It's still Alan.
I will.
Right. Oh, he's already playing.
Thanks.
Right. Let's give it a go. Nice. Bloody hoping this is copyright-free music on. Wow. Beautiful, man. Beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful. You know the place, picture?
Hold on. All I know is off by heart. Let's just see if he's put in his.
Yeah.
No, he hasn't put anything in his thing.
No
it's,
problem.
Andy and Jordan on the Bridgers. I don't know where that is. Alan will be able to tell you. It's free music. I know. I wouldn't be bothered anyway. Alan was only messing.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, I'm not sure. Where is it, Alan? Where is this mountain?
I would say it looks like Canada or something, but I don't know actually.
Yeah, no, Alan goes all over the place. He'll be able to tell you straight away. I'm not sure it's that, but it's beautiful. And 10,000 foot was this summer. So it's quite a small mountain then. 10,000 foot. It's a Bozeman Mount. Okay. Right. So do you know what do you know where that is, dude?
No.
BOZE. Right. Let me just quickly.
Alan travels that much, he might as well get his own plane.
I know. I know, yeah. Let me just find that for you. Yeah, it's Montana.
Montana, nice.
Montana.
You can really see how overpopulated we are.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Hi, Dylan.
Hey, Dylan. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you, man. Nice, bro.
Very nice.
Nice one, Flat. Right, so the video we were on, it's only got a few minutes left, and then we'll get on to the main video with DJ Tommy Boyd. But this one, for people who just come in, like Dylan, is a band documentary of Flat Earth. It was on PBS back in the 80s, I think, by the looks of it, and it was banned. So it's only got a few more minutes.
Cool.
Not a globe. Outlining dozens of experiments performed over many years, it quickly became the standard authority for anti-globularists. Perhaps the most significant experiments were those carried out on a canal known as the Old Bedford Level. Located in Cambridgeshire, England, the canal is perfectly straight over an uninterrupted 6-mile stretch. While there, Parallax conducted many experiments, all towards one conclusion: to prove that the surface of the water in the canal was indeed perfectly flat.
Cool to see it.
And it was, believe it or not, it was.
Yes.
6-mile stretch, and it's so hard to get a 6-mile stretch of just straight canal. So it's a brilliant place to do it, man. Brilliant place. And I think we'll be hearing something about it soon. You know, something to do with possibly. I'm just let me this. Possibly, anyway.
In one experiment, a boat carrying a flag rowed from one bridge to another 6 miles away. An observer with a telescope placed 8 inches above the surface of the water found that the flag and the boat were distinctly visible throughout the...
I've seen that. Dylan says anti-globalist, little. Yeah, I've seen that. I mean, anti-flat earthers.
Yeah, but it's nice. Sorry, look.
Definitely refraction.
Absolutely, Luca.
100%.
I tell you what, I can imagine people switching on right now and say, "Oh, Luca's on, I'm off." That's funny, man. That's funny. Love it.
Entire distance. If the Earth is a sphere with a circumference of 25,000 miles, then over a distance of 6 miles, the second bridge should mathematically be 16 feet below the observer's eye line.
And leaning away. People always forget that we should be leaning away from us as well. I know they say it's an insignificant amount it would be leaning away, but come on.
Hey, DJ, it's a mirage. Stay cool.
Of course. It's a mirage.
Yeah.
Through time-lapse photography, the velocity of these clouds has been dramatically increased. While they were actually drifting over the mountains at approximately 27 miles per hour, they now have the appearance of moving at well over 100, 4 times their normal speed.
Yep.
If the clouds were stationary and the Earth was revolving underneath them, this is how it would appear if the Earth was spinning at one...
Exactly. You know, it would appear a lot more, a lot faster than what it actually does appear. A minute. If it really was Luca, I would be going. Me too. I let him in for 2 minutes the other day, but that's because nobody was in the channel. He only came in to say hi at Flash, really. But as soon as people started coming in, I was like, right, you got to go now, Luca. He was only in for 3 minutes, I think, something like that.
Yes,
But no,
he went out. Sorry, Peter, but he went out. You didn't say anything, no?
Oh no, he didn't say anything. He respectfully goes now. He doesn't. Yeah, he is sneaky, Dylan, but he does respectfully go because he doesn't like to be kicked out. He said, "I'll go. Don't kick me out." I don't know why. It doesn't make a difference whether you're leaving or kicked out. It adds up to the same thing, you know. So I just leave him go. He does go, but he knows not to come here, and he keeps trying. It's fair enough. He can watch. He can watch whatever he wants if he's a subscriber. But as for getting into StreamYard, it's not happening. It's not happening because it all becomes him, you know. Anyway, let's go on before it becomes him in his absence. Well, he's not actually absent. He's here.
He's a nicer guy like Christian was, you know, with soul or death. Yeah.
I know he's a hypocrite, Christian. I mean, what he says is unbelievable. Very trollish, very trollish.
100 miles per hour. Yet we're told that the Earth is spinning at 10 times that speed.
Yeah, he's a polite troll.
Consider this. Those who maintain that the Earth is a globe that spins suggest that people standing at the equator are being whirled around at approximately 1,000 miles an hour. They further maintain that the Earth is spinning around the Sun at a speed of 67,000 miles per hour, and that our Sun is supposedly racing around the center of our galaxy at some 600,000 miles per hour.
So oscillating, corkscrewing, spinning, whirling, all different vectors, directions, and we feel nothing. And look at people, I mean, you see these videos, it might be a bit cliche, that can stack these pebbles that are unnaturally, well, they look unnatural to be able to stack in each other and stay still, but he managed to find balancing points and things like that, and off-shaped pebbles and rocks and all that, and stack them on top of each other. And it looks like even still, they should fall over, you know? But we're in a spinning Earth going at all these different vectors and speeds, and these pebbles stacked on top of each other are able to stand still without falling.
Yes, and our sensible sense doesn't notice anything, no?
No, exactly. And I just realized that I was doing loads of gesticulations there, and I wasn't even on screen. But there you go.
And yet, you and I both know that on many days it's possible to stand outside without a single hair being messed up by the breeze.
You put your hand outside a window of...
I get you, Dylan. Learning all... learning all the clean motions of the globe is what really started my question of the whole thing. I get you, bro. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I get why. I mean, that wasn't it for me. It was something more simple, like the water. Being level. That came later for me. But absolutely, if I'd thought about that first, that would have straight away done it.
Yes, PJ, but there's so lots of things that just make more sense if we were stationary.
Absolutely. Hence why I don't know why, well, it's obvious because he's showing, but Dell has gone in there upward rise. Don't know why he's done that. His channel used to be aptly named over the imaginary curve. You know what I mean? Whatever it is, beyond the imaginary curve, sorry. But now he's, wow, that just doesn't make sense to be his channel to be called that now.
Of a car which is going even at 80 kilometers per hour, a terrific wind goes blasting by and pushes your hand back. Imagine putting your hand outside the window of a car that's going 1,600 kilometers per hour. You just take your hand right off.
With a sphere of 4,000 miles radius being spun round once every 24 hours, a little bit of calculations will show that that person there is being spun round at about 1,000 miles an hour and doesn't know it. I mean, this is obvious nonsense. You go on a merry-go-round, and it goes, I doubt, more than 10 miles an hour, and you get off all dizzy. You mean to tell me that people can be spun round at approximately 1,000 miles an hour and not know it? Why?
That's what I always say to people as well. Look, even if you were blindfolded on the smoothest asphalt, on the smoothest car ever built, going at 1-2 miles an hour, blindfolded, and everything quiet, you know what I mean? You would still know you're in motion at 1 to 2 miles an hour with your bloody blindfold on, smoothest car, smoothest asphalt, no braking, anything like that. And after you've accelerated, you would still know you're in motion, I believe.
Of course, because when you're spinning, you notice this immediately.
Yeah. Totally off topic, but yeah, tomorrow I'm going to do a stream called God. It'll be more a morning coffee. God is actually the devil. Obviously, I don't believe that, but I'll just quickly show you guys. It's a guy from called Morgue Official, 68,000. Oh no, sorry, that's his views. Let me just quickly show you. Just so he's an ex-Christian. So what's going on now?
Yeah,
right.
yeah, Peachy, but the devil only can lies, you know. So
yeah, that's it. So I'm just going to quickly show you what he looks like and that. And he's an ex-Christian, and he's I only watched a couple of minutes to see what it's like, so I've got to cover this. Obviously, I don't agree with them, but I'll just quickly show you a quick extract from it. And then share video file. No, not video file, share screen. Anyway, God is actually the devil. Yeah, quickly. So this is the dude. Hold on, put it to start. This is dude, and this is what we'll be covering tomorrow. I'll just give you a quick minute or so of it.
This is the Heretic's Fork. It was a tool designed by the Inquisition to silence those who dared to speak out against the church. Now, this is a replica, but the real Heretic's Fork was sharp, and it would dig upwards into the chin and down into the chest so that the sinner was unable to speak. Back then, instead of getting shadow banned, you'd get one of these. But the question is, what blasphemous secrets was the Inquisition trying to silence? Well, see, in the dark halls of the Inquisition archives, hidden away for centuries, a mysterious book was discovered known as Interrogatio Johannes, or the Secret Supper. And this book belonged to a heretical group of Christians called the Cathars. They believed it contained the true teachings of Jesus Christ that was kept hidden from the world. But what were those teachings, and why would the church that supposedly built on Christ's teachings hide this book? This is the Satanic Bible, written by Anton LaVey in 1969, and in it, LaVey writes that if the devil were a liar, then it would have been Satan, not God, who wrote the Holy Bible. And that's exactly what the Cathars believed. For them, the actual Satanic Bible is...
There you go. That's what we're going to do. So the actual is the Bible, the same. So, yeah, exactly, Dylan. Yeah. So we'll cover that tomorrow.
Yeah, and I don't like
you'll know if the title comes up that God is actually the devil or whatever. That I don't believe that. It's just I just wanted to make that clear that because the title will be that, obviously, with my morning coffee. But I may, if I've got enough room at the end, I'll put obviously what nonsense is this or something. Because not a lot of people read the description. Now I could always say in the description I don't agree with this kind of thing. You know, it's just for educational purposes or whatever. But yeah, nobody reads the descriptions, hardly. Anyway, I only read the descriptions when I need something from them, you know. Anyway, back to this. But yeah, that's what we'll be doing tomorrow.
The God of this world, is the devil.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I mean, what they're trying to turn around is what they're trying to say is like the Bible is actually, and God was actually the devil, and vice versa, and the Bible is actually demonic and stuff like that, you know. And there was Christians that believed this, apparently. I've heard of the Cathars and that, but I don't know too much about them.
No, for sure, the devil deceives and tricks us, you know, for sure.
He is the God of this world. Not he's an actual real God, but he's the God. He'd be classed as the God of this world, yeah.
So this whole room that we're in is supposedly being spun round at something of approximately that order of speed, and we don't know it.
There's all kinds of evidence for the phenomenon of what's called continental drift. This means that the continents are able to move as if they're floating.
Yeah, as if they're floating on top of the water. Of course. Of course.
On a fluid.
At NASA's pictures, yes.
Aye, exactly.
Right.
If the Earth is spherical, if it's spinning, anybody knows that if this is spinning very, very, very fast like that the continents should all be located at the equator, because centrifugal force would move the continents from the poles to the middle. One of the
Absolutely true. Absolutely true. It would. If they were, say, floating and spinning like that, then in spherical shape, they would drift to the equator, and then they'd just be kept on all the land would just be on the equator, kind of floating there, while they maybe drifting back and forth a little bit while the Earth is spinning. Kind of, wow, unbelievable. They give us all these things: continental drift, the Earth spinning at this rate, but yet when it comes to things like this, they say like, "Oh, don't be stupid. That wouldn't happen." You know, come on. Of course it would. Logically, gravity solves everything, guys. Yeah, gravity solves it all. Gravity and refraction solves everything.
Real big problems that maybe is a little bit easier to understand. Sound doesn't travel nearly that fast. So, for example, if you're at the equator and you wanted to shout to warn somebody, it's quite possible they could never hear you, because...
True, and someone mentioned that and flats, didn't they? Because,
the speed of sound.
Speed of sound, what, 700-ish mile an hour? So, like, if it's going spinning away from you, and that you're not going to hear it.
It's just a little bit below the speed of sound, no?
Yeah.
You know what? Well, see, I've been trying to convert my wife to being a flat earther.
Yeah.
She's not really buying it, but now I have an excuse if I'm not listening to her. Well, it's because of the equator, babe. You know, we're close to the equator here in Thailand, and it's going 1,000 miles an hour. And your voice is only traveling at 700, so I can't hear you.
It's not that
science.
I'm ignoring you.
Science.
You know?
It's science.
Not ignoring you at all. I mean, I'd love to
shut up and wear a mask.
Yeah, I'd love to listen to you, dear, but science says I can't. Wow, that's funny. Like it.
If you're shouting, say the Earth was spinning in this direction, and you were shouting in that direction, the sound could never catch up to the person who's, of course, being carried away by the Earth. Now, an interesting thing happens at the ends of the Earth. You see, when you go on a car trip from point A to point B, you're moving through what's called space, and it takes time to get through space.
I think that way as well, Dylan. Sometimes, how did I ever believe that? Exactly, dude. I mean, I think to myself, like, I was more sensible as a child than I was in my teenage and early 20s and that in early 30s. Think when it comes to this thing, because I always questioned it as a child. I took it for granted that they were right, that what people were telling me were true, but I didn't understand how that was happening, because logically it shouldn't.
You're so right, and it divides you so much of the creator, you know, of the creation, and that we're in the center. And
Absolutely.
Space. But if there is space, there must also be non-space.
Yeah.
It's kind of like saying, if there's wet, there must be dry. You can't have one without the other. Right. It's obvious. So when you get to the end of the pizza model of the Earth, you're actually moving from space into non-space. Now you can move through non-space in no time. See, it takes time to move through space, but it takes no time to move through non-space. As they cross the Earth, they will then go into this non-space region. They will instantly then be able to reappear back where they started by taking a non-space route. The moon does this, the sun does this, and stars even do this at a very, very slow rate.
Absolutely, Alan. There's nothing about the ball that makes sense.
You're so right.
Football makes sense, but globe ball, yeah. Nah. Football is in football, soccer, whatever you want to call it. In Scotland, where I'm from, we got football. Football.
Moving from space into non-space, and then reappearing back where they started from. This is due to probably of reflectivity and complementarity that is a well-known phenomenon.
So, Dylan was about to say, but I think it's just a slow process of accepting the official narrative as you grow, because you have faith in your teachers and assume they have investigated these things. That's right. Your elders always know better than you, and you think that they know for sure. Absolutely.
They were programming us, of course. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Right. I mean, I think it's maybe because of my dad that I question the moon landings, and because my dad used to watch these things and all that. He wasn't a conspiracy theorist, but he didn't accept the moon landings per se. He was like, I'm not sure if it happened, but it's dodgy, that kind of thing. But he didn't disbelieve in space. He still believed in space. He probably and he was things like Lee Harvey Oswald, you know, him being the killer of JFK. He doubted that as well, you know. He wasn't as convincing. Like 9/11. I don't know what he thought about that. That was a couple of years before he died. He died in 2004.
Cheaper was this due to was discovering the moon much, or makes a lot of work on the moon, and said it didn't was a rock.
I know. I know, it's ridiculous, isn't it? But yeah, I suppose thinking about it, yeah, my dad maybe. But I mean, my dad, but he didn't believe in God and all that, but he was definitely skeptical about these things. Accepted them, and it was definitely skeptical. So maybe I get a skeptical mind from him. I don't know. Go on, Chris. Go on.
No, there was just one observer of NASA, I think, and he was doing lots of work on the moon, and it was before of the moon landing started. He was telling in a camera or in a TV show that the moon actually is not a rock in the sky. It's like a plasma thing, and he also was get away, you know, so killed or something, you know, or kept silent. Yeah.
I got you. Anyway, this one's finished. We'll get on to. I tell you what, this one's just finished. Sorry, that's it. Finished now. We've been doing. This is not even the main video, and I've already been on an hour. So yeah, let's get the main video up. But yeah, there you go. Flat Earth video that was banned, and it's made in the 80s, guaranteed. You can see
this was banned. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I put it on. It was a banned Flat Earth documentary. Yeah. Maybe because they spoke a bit of sense in it, you know? Because they spoke a bit of sense and told a bit of truth, but it got banned. It was just interesting to see that, and I put it on beforehand. I mean, I had the main video first, but then when I'd already set up the stream, this one came out, and I was like, oh, that'll go with it, you know? So I thought I'd show that one first, just because it was the older one of the two. But this one is Tommy Boy, radio DJ. Also, he was on TV in the UK at one point. I can't remember exactly on what, but presenting some, I don't know if it was kids programs or whatever. But anyway, this is in 2010, before the flat Earth theory, conspiracy theory as well, got big on social media. You know what I mean? So it's amazing to me. I mean, Roger Lidwell, he's been a flat earther since 2004, and that amazes me because I mean I thought I was quite early being a flat earther in 2015. Now I knew people believed in flat earth way back when, but I didn't think people still kind of believed it. But yeah, when it like I say, penny dropped for me when I started investigating it. But yeah, it's amazing to me that people from 2004 have been flat earthers, and this is why it hit me, because it says 2010, which is 5 years before I even heard of flat earth again. You know, I mean, obviously I've heard of flat earth, but before it became big in social media. So it fascinates me. So I've just watched the first couple of minutes and heard what he's got to say for 2 minutes, saying about if we were on a globe, any way you advance forward, walk that way, whatever, or start running forward, you're essentially going downhill. So on the physics, with physics, and even with the gravity and all that, if you're going downhill and you're running perpetually, you should be getting faster and faster and faster and faster. Do you know what I mean? And you don't. And if someone's he didn't say this, but if someone's running towards you the opposite way, are they running downhill as well? You know, it's uphill to you, but downhill to them. And if you meet in the middle, where are you? Are you halfway uphill or halfway down the hill? Or on the apex? It's just stupid. Oh God, it's stupid. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's a stupid story altogether.
Of course. And we took it as granted, man. We took it as granted. Anyway, let's get to it. Here it is.
Round? Come on. Let's start by celebrating the evidence that lies before our very own eyes, at our very own fingertips. Is the world round? Come on.
That's right, Dylan. That's right. You said first of all, you said I'll put it up here. I was taught about the spiritual war from a young age, and then you put now instead of banning things, they just flood the net with misinformation like space pizzas and upward rise in Earth.
Yeah.
Absolutely, bro.
True.
Absolutely.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really tough in these times in Austria to speak about it. You know, you're like the stupid one, or you know, just yeah.
Absolutely. Babe, do you recognize his face from TV? I do, but I can't remember what it was. Can you remember what he was in?
Which?
No. This guy here, he's a DJ, radio DJ, but he also used to be in British television. I'll find out while I'm playing it. The first thing he says is what pretty much I just said about running downhill sort of thing. So just watch it. Yeah.
Let's clear our minds. Let's make up our own minds. Is the world round? Bollocks. So I'm going to put up 50 quid of my own money to anybody who can out-argue me on the fact that the world is not round. If the world was round, then whenever you move forward, you'll effectively be going downhill. True or false?
True.
True. Think about it. Therefore, every time you start running, you should be getting faster and faster. Because, however infinitesimal, you're going downhill.
What's the word there? Infinitesimal. Do you know, I didn't know that was a word till he said it. Infinitesimal. That makes sense. So it's just a mad word.
That's just what you said.
Oh, look, I can hardly hear you. You're really, really quiet.
So is this a mainstream fella?
Yes. Mainstream, yeah. He's a radio DJ. Television from 1977 to 1980. Boyd was a co-presenter of the ITV children's magazine program Magpie, replaced Douglas Ray. In 1981, he presented What's Happening, a news quiz. He also presented the Saturday TV AM show Wide Awake Club. That's what I know him from. I did say TV, a kids program. So it's the Wide Awake Club, which Timmy Mallet ended up doing. Timmy Mallet. And it's Sunday spin-off Whack Extra throughout the 1980s. But yeah, at this point he's a DJ, a radio DJ.
Yep.
But yeah, mainstream. He was definitely mainstream. A bit more than the 80s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did he get suicided after this?
I've not got a clue. I don't know. I haven't heard of him since the 80s. But when I seen this come up on Level F Observers, I thought, oh, interesting. And then I recognised his face. But I don't know of what he did after the 80s, and I haven't got a clue. So not sure. Maybe that's why. Maybe because he spoke about this, that he was maybe shadow banned.
Yeah.
The 80s version of shadow banning.
Yeah, they may have found something on his laptop.
Yes, maybe.
Think about it. Think about a round hill. You're at the top. You start to go forward on a hill, and what happens? Almost immediately, you're going downhill.
Yep, agreed.
And so you get faster and faster. If the world is round, every
you should be getting faster and faster.
Turn your
Oh, it was I thought it was one of us. It's on his side. Somebody's got an echo, right? Okay. I thought it was us. I thought I was going to say who's got the thing.
I was checking. I was like checking. Oh shit! Is that me?
Media player off, whoever this is.
Hello.
Turn your media player off.
I must have two. Sorry, Tommy. I'll switch off. Hey, gone.
Hello, Mr. Jimenez. How is one doing? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. You're just in time for we just started the video, the main video. I've done like another couple of videos beforehand, but I didn't.
Everyone's favourite anus.
Everybody's favourite anus, Jimenez. Jimenez. Another Aussie. Good to see you guys, man. It's good to have Aussies here. I think you guys are funny. I don't mean funny. I mean, you two guys are funny. I don't mean Australians in general are funny.
We're funny. We're funny sounding, PJ. I was at this networking event the other day, and there was this English bird, and she was really struggling to understand me. I was speaking clearly and slowly, and after a while, she said, "Excuse me, do you mind me asking, are you Australian by any chance?" And I said, "Yes." But thank God, I thought there was something wrong with you.
Nice. What's a compliment?
Welcome, Michael.
Michael, how you doing, bro?
How's it going?
All good, man. All good. I just noticed that.
Hello, Michael.
When I started doing this.
How's your arm?
Not in a cast anymore.
Really?
Yeah, no, because it's set off my psoriasis, and I think they want to operate on it because there's a loose fragment of bone.
Right.
So I've got my skin needs to heal before they can operate on it.
Mm. But
I know when I've had pots, it's seriously set my eczema off. Like, horrible.
Yeah, it's awful.
But
so I think
you've got it in a sling.
I'll go back next week. So hopefully we'll find out then.
What's happening? Yeah.
What kind of operation? It won't be major, will it?
Well, he doesn't
like
know. He doesn't know if they want to attach the bit of bone back to where it should be or remove it.
Take it out.
We've got to wait until.
But the thing is, if they leave it too long, that bone will attach itself to itself. I mean,
because it's not nowhere near where
floating about it, won't.
No, I don't mean that bone. I mean the elbow bone will grow back onto the elbow bone. You know what I mean? That's how they get people who get like their legs extended. That's what they do. They cut their bone, put braces in to pull them apart to lengthen it and let the bone grow onto the bone. Sometimes they miss. It happens as well when you get amputated. If they don't, sometimes your bone can carry on growing in the inside, and they end up with a lot of pain because it's got sharp bits and nubs and all that. And if it's not done properly, bone can carry on growing. So yeah, sometimes you have to get that sorted.
Yeah, so just got to wait and see.
Yeah.
But at least I ain't got that stupid cast on.
I bet you had a right scratch when you got it off, didn't you?
Oh,
Yeah.
I would have.
Yeah. And then I had to go for a CT scan. And I was like, yes, the longer it's off, the better, because they were going to put a full cast back on. And I was like, I really don't want one. And the doctor, because of my skin, he was like, yeah, we're just going to leave you in a sling. So it's better. Feels weird, though.
No, you'll get used to it. But yeah, I noticed that Nathan was doing something Tommy Boyd today as well. I was like, I went on his start.
Right, well, yesterday.
Oh, it was yesterday.
Yeah, because when Nathan uploads a thumbnail for today's show, he uses what they talked about yesterday, and then he changes it later on. Like he always does.
I mentioned in his chat as well. Oh, it looks like we're doing the same kind of topic.
Can't you remember Tommy Boyd? He used to be a kids' presenter.
Yeah, just Wide Awake
Club. Yeah.
Yeah, I just read it out because Luke asked if he was mainstream. I'm like, yes, definitely back in the 80s. It says he presented. Michael, you remind me, he presented on kids' TV. But I couldn't remember what it was. It was Wide Awake Club, but Timmy Mallet was on.
Yep.
Wacky Day and that. That's where the Wacky Day derived from. Wide Awake Club, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, Luke was saying, what happened? Is anything happening? Like, and you don't hear of him nowadays, do you? So maybe after talking about this, he kind of got a little bit shy about it.
If he were upsetting people while they were on radio broadcasts, I would imagine that they pulled him. Like,
absolutely,
it should be easy to find out.
Absolutely. Hey,
Hello.
how you doing, Ian? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you, man.
Type in what's Tommy Boyd do these days or something.
Yeah, I could do. I just read out what what he worked at, what he was doing, because I couldn't remember what TV things he presented. Right, yeah, what? There's Tommy Boyd. No, it is. Please put one. Looks like he's still radio. Let's do the Wikipedia. I don't trust that much. Wide Awake Club, during 1970s, yeah, what did you do now though? 2000s, Talk Sport, and 2000s, Human Zoo, Yeah, that's not going to give me it. I think by the looks of it, he's still doing radio. New radio show for Tommy Boyd on Regency. Yes, it looks like he's still doing radio, dude.
This guy?
Yeah, still doing radio.
Okay.
But it's probably not as big a channel as he was on before. Yeah, pretty local radio stations and that, I think. Don't think it's anything national. Regency Radio, Brighton area. That was in, when was that?
Because I was born 82, so this was in 81, yes.
No. When he spoke about this is 2010.
Ah, okay, 2010.
No, I'm talking about when he was in TV. That was in the 80s. This here, what we're watching now or listening to, because it's just a static picture, is 2010. 5 years before it became kind of big in social media. Flat Earth, you know. So that's why it interested me. We've seen many people, flat earthers, that were before 2014. You know.
Chris was born the year before me.
Okay.
Was it? Jeff guy said, good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Anyway, let's carry on.
When were you born, Vicky?
Sorry?
No, Vicky.
I said, but when were you born, Vicky?
Babe.
Vicky.
Babe.
She's obviously doing something.
All right. She was born 83.
Sorry, no, something opened and I couldn't get the cursor down to unmute myself. 83, Michael.
83, nice.
Anyway, let's carry on. Yeah. So, yeah, we're pretty much just got, because what I did first, Michael, is I did Chuck Middleton's video first, because he put up a banned Flat Earth documentary from the 80s and from PBS. You know, so I put that up first, and it took me out.
This one's great, yeah.
Were it any good?
It was good. Yeah, it was good. The guys that were talking the Flat Earth stuff was basically saying the same as what we do now, pretty much. But it got banned apparently. It got banned, and you could tell by the look of the video, and even Glenn said by the look of the PBS logo and all that, how it was presented. It was 80s, definitely 80s.
I'm surprised you got away with covering it if it's banned.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah. Of course, I never even thought of that. Well, he put it out as a video, so that would have been okay. So, yeah, I never even thought of that. Wow. Whose TV is that?
Don't know if I drop my mouse any more times.
Is that your Mrs. Child, is it?
Yeah, she's on phone. I'm going to go on mute while she's on phone.
I don't mind, dude. I just thought it was the TV, that's all.
Well, there's both on. There's Alice on phone and TV's on as well.
Right, press play, Michael. I'm going for a pee. You got control for a sec.
What? He's gone. Call back. Skype back. You can Skype us on play.radio.uk, but turn your media player off so that you're listening on Skype. Otherwise, what you hear, which is being broadcast, is a couple of seconds behind what you hear on Skype. Okay, but try again. 50 quid to anybody who can prove to me that the world is round right now, between now and, well, the course of this show. And what I'm on about here is trusting your own judgment and trusting your own perception and not falling back on what you get told by, and here's the phrase that everyone uses, the powers that be. In this case, it's academics and scientists. If you'd been born 500 years ago, then you would have stuck to what you know, the world is flat. Pictures from space show the world to me to look like a disc, a flat disc. Does planet Earth from space look to you as if it is round? Assuming the pictures were taken from outer space, there are plenty of people who believe that the whole business of going to the moon and even going into outer space, which is getting beyond the atmosphere, has never happened, and the photos are all faked.
Yep.
Whether they're real or whether they're fake, the pictures of...
Like I said, this was 5 years before Flat Earth become big in social media, like in YouTube and all that, you know?
Yes, you really have to have some acts to talk about.
Yeah, yeah.
Right,
So 5 years beforehand, and what he's saying is exactly the same as what's happening nowadays. Exactly the same as what's being said now. I know it's like 14 years ago.
This description of round, what, like...
I don't like the round thing. Yeah,
I don't like it because, like, like a record's round but flat.
Yeah.
Like
Of
a
course.
coin's round but flat. Like it's like almost like an on fence type description. You know what I mean?
And I wouldn't even say a globe is round. I'd say it's got rounded parts. It's rounded, but I wouldn't say it's round. It's spherical.
According to a blade spheroid, then it's misshapen, isn't it?
It's misshapen. It's just got rounded parts. Yeah. Yeah. Like you can have rounded corners. They're not obviously. It's like on a table. You get corners and then you round them off.
And then they present you pictures of perfect spheres, and like, oh well, you just can't see that oblateness. You know what I mean? It's always you won't see it, or it's too big to see, or you won't expect to see. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And I'm just wondering what put him onto this in 2010. But yeah, I did say hello to you. I didn't ironwork. I'm sure I did. But good to see you if I didn't, man. Bless you, man.
I suspect people have been talking about it as long as
probably we didn't hear
as
about
long
it.
as they've been pushing globe. There's always going to be people who didn't agree with it, and
exactly. I mean, debates on it were probably done in universities and colleges and places like that. You know what I mean? Before the internet, you know, they probably still debated flat Earth and globe, but it was just probably more esoteric, I suppose. In a way, I mean, the debates being esoteric, you know, not flat Earth or the globe, you know. Yeah. Anyway.
Earth.
You're the score, guys. Just shout stop. You need to talk.
From space do not look to me to be a picture of a sphere.
Nope.
But that's not the main reason I want to believe that the world is flat. I want to believe the world is flat is because it's the only thing I can be certain of using my own fundamental intelligence. If you'd been born 500 years ago...
Exactly. Without science, without anything empirical, your logic and your senses tell you it's flat. Forget about your maths, forget about science and pseudoscience. I mean, not forget about them, but if you don't want to take that into it, just use your logic in that. Come on. Your God-given logic and senses tell you we're horizontal.
That there is the main trick they pull, isn't it? Like, don't trust your senses. Like,
exactly. When we were given them things, you know?
Like some globe is
don't trust your feelings, but your feelings ain't senses on their own.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Absolutely. We've got instinct. That's God-given. That's God-given. Why do you think you get a gut feeling about things? That's something that's inside. That's not something you can explain naturally, I suppose. It's supernatural. Well, it is. It's supernatural. Instinct is supernatural. It's God-given, so it's supernatural. You know?
And Peter, you know, this Globus who said then why I can see Paris, you know, or something, you know, when it's flat, they can see everything, you know. This is so a stupid argument, you know. They didn't know that we have a eye limit, you know. So,
but not only that, but you're looking through Atmo, you know. that's why when you see like moon looks proper massive sometimes when it's rising, and you see sun look proper massive because it's getting magnified through laser atmo.
Absolutely.
And that same atmo means that like you can't see forever. That's just stupid.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. How you doing, Jeff?
Yo.
Good to see you, man. Good to see you.
That's
Oh, good, man. Oh, good. We just actually, I've been on like an hour and a half, and we've literally just got onto the main topic because I did a 10-minute documentary of a flat Earth day. A 10-minute documentary. 10 minutes on a video of a flat Earth documentary that got banned from PBS in the 80s, and it was good. It's pretty much saying exactly the same as we're saying nowadays. You know what I mean? Sorry. Incarnate Unlimited. I went back and listened to your last morning coffee. I noticed I didn't hear you say to drop off the link for that video I was talking about. I know it's not exactly germane to the subject at the time. That's cool. But it was of that video where you said you got I'm sure it was a video of you saying just put your channel in as well. Put the video link in and put your channel in anytime you've got your mod, so you can do that. Just put your channel in. But yeah, the video you were saying of when you got pulled off out of the crowd and went into, was it with Metallica? You got to sing on stage with? That'd be cool, man. That'd be cool to see that. But yeah, just put the link in, dude. Absolutely. And your channel. I mean, I think I already put your channel link in. Let me just have a look. I'll quickly go to it. Go to channel. Yeah, but yeah, good to see you, dude. Good to see you. Subscribe.
Hey, Jeff. Didn't realize you were your giant panel.
Yeah, you did.
Of course, you'd never notice me.
You're hiding away in corners.
Because he's so little, you know.
I'm just a little moon
hiding
in the corner.
Absolutely. Right, that's Incarnates. Oh, you've just put that in. Right, I'm putting it in anyway and gives that to the put the link in for your channel. I know you've just put it in for a video. Nice one, dude. Have a look at that. I'll have a look at that.
From Jeff?
I'll have a look at it. Ooh. Right, 8 minutes. I'll have a look at it later anyway. I'll look at it in my own time. So I ain't got enough time to play that and get through this as well. But that's cool, man. I like that. Nice one, dude. That would be so cool to see. Bless you for that, dude.
You wouldn't have questioned this. There might have been one or two soothsayers or witch doctors who wanted to tell you either that the world was round or, as is the case in one Eastern religion, that the world sits on the back of an enormous tortoise.
And do they actually believe that? It sits on the back of an enormous tortoise? I dare say they do. Isn't that mental? It was 1998. Cool, man. Cool. Nice.
Yeah.
And, you know, I mean, it's just, wow. It's wow. I can't see how people can't see the logic and just, like I say, take away the science, the pseudoscience. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they think everything is proven, you know, for them.
And what you observe, your God-given senses, your God-given instinct, and what you can see, it's flat. It's horizontal. Like I say, as a kid, we were right to question things. I know we took it for granted that the world was a sphere and a globe because we were our elders told us, the teachers told us. But we questioned it. It was like it didn't make sense to us, but we just took it as guaranteed, as gospel, because our elders told us it was.
Who moves around its environment with us on its back. That is scarcely more ridiculous than the idea that we exist at the bottom of a cartwheel of a galaxy full of stars and maybe planets and
fundamental intelligence. If you've been born, start switching off.
You can't switch it off if you're going to Skype me.
Everybody used to do that. I remember when people used to have call-in shows. It was more when people had call-in shows on the phone, and yeah, they always had to tell them, switch your TV down, turn it down. I bet it happens every blooming Skype call. Let's see what they've got to say. Like I say, guys, just shout if you need to say anything.
I'm angry now with scientists, academics, and you bloody lot. Switch the media player off. It's not rocket science. If you Skype us, good day. Where was I? Yeah, go ahead. Prove the world is round. How interesting, you can't. But you believe it.
That's a museum piece laptop. I don't even know if it's a laptop. Is it a laptop? Is it not a monitor and a computer?
No, it's a monitor.
It is a monitor. It's not a laptop, Jeff. It does kind of look like one from a distance. It's a monitor and computer.
Looks like one of those. It does look one of those 1990s.
Yeah, it's definitely a 90s one. I would say it's early 90s. I'd say that's early 90s, definitely.
Utterly. Apart from a few wise folk who are members of an organisation called the Flat Earth Society, which we have in the United Kingdom. And these are basically people who want us to ask the hard questions and want us to go with what we can prove to ourselves, to trust our own judgment. As far as you know, there is no United States of America. Unless, of course, you live in the United States of America, in which case there is arguably no Europe.
Incarnate Unlimited, bless you, man. Nice one for dropping in. Good day at work, dude. Bless you, man. Stupid, isn't it? Oh, man. Oh, he's popped. Oh, I see why he's saying that now, because he's not here.
Believing what you can prove to yourself is a freedom that has been taken from us by the tyranny of experts.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm using the example of the world, which is round. Is it bollocks? See?
Is it bollocks? We turn it down a little.
Don't question, just believe our pseudoscience.
Yeah, just believe. And scripturally, doesn't it tell us to test things? No.
As an example, to illustrate just one of the countless beliefs that we have, whole belief systems that we all have, and we sometimes espouse and impose on others, which have been forced on us.
Exactly. That's exactly right. I mean, you can't say a truer word than that, because it has been forced on us. We go to school where it contradicts itself. You know, we had to do the morning prayer. We had to do like prayer, the Lord's Prayer. We had to know a little bit about Jesus and maybe a bit about the Bible in primary school. But yet we were in secondary school as well, and we were taught about evolution and Big Bang.
Yeah.
We were forced to believe these things that contradict themselves. Even, you know, we were forced to believe it, and it's true. We impose it onto others because we talk about it. You know, just say someone was not going to school, they didn't know anything. You know, pretty much anything about it. You didn't go to school. Oh, let me tell you about this. You're imposing it on them, and then they're automatically going to believe you.
Yeah, but I like the faces of the globies when you say you're a flat earther, you know. What do you mean? Yeah, the earth is flat. Oh, you're so stupid, man. You know.
Yeah, well, look at some of the reactions that Nathan did on his ME TV, his OME TVs. He's something you're flat earth that believe there's bust out laughing. Some people are cool and receptive, but some of them are just like, you're stupid. And he's clearly not stupid. You know, they just think, oh, he's a clever guy, possibly, but he must be off his head. You know what I mean? That type of thing.
No, I see it that way.
Nuts, you know, or conspiracy theories, all of them. Yeah.
But I see it that way when anybody just wouldn't get into it, just let him be in his world belief, because.
Usually when we're at a very early age. I'm talking about why it is that all of us fall for the fact that people get us to believe things, and if they sound important enough, if they're men in suits, then we go along with it. If they're men in white coats, because it's usually men, we go along with it. Is the world round? That's what we've been taught since we were small. We were taught that people 400 or 500 years ago who were much more stupid than us.
I am with Michael on that, though, just saying round. It doesn't do it. It doesn't do it. You know, you should be a bit more specific than just saying round, because you can have rounds in different aspects, you know.
And they don't believe that the people were stupid in 500 years ago.
No, of course not.
So smart.
Definitely not.
They believed the world was flat, and oh, how we laughed. The world is round. Bollocks. Go ahead, prove it. Prove it.
Exactly.
Tommy, Aaron says, to start with.
Nowadays, prove it. What do they say? Oh, photos from space. Oh, this information from textbook. No demonstrations, nothing. You know what I mean? And they say that flat earthers, I'm saying we because I don't do them. I haven't done any demonstrations. But don't do anything like that. Don't experiment. Don't do demonstrations. But to me, the only people I see doing demonstrations or any types of tests or experiments is flat earthers. That's it. That's it. Unless it's pseudoscientists from mainstream. You know?
Yeah, you're right, Peter. And when globists do this, they always have to trick or lie to us, you know.
Aye, absolutely, absolutely. Oh, it's Four Jacks here. Oh, hey, Four Jacks. Good to see you, man. Good to see you, bro. Bless you, man. Nice one for coming.
There's a horizon, meaning that the surface that you are observing from is not an infinite plane. On the clearest of days, the only restriction to your range of sight is the horizon. No, that's not true. That just isn't true. I stood on a hill once and I was told that you could see Wales. This was in southwest London. I was told that if you stand on this hill, you can see what I couldn't. Why not? Because it's too far away. It's too far away. Are you there on line 3?
Yeah, hi, it's Kev.
We do not have unlimited bloody eyesight. That's what they think.
Don't forget this were pre-P900s and P1000s because
that's right.
Yeah,
pretty much sure you will be able to see Wales from.
Oh yeah, you will now. Yes,
you're right.
That's
great invention.
See Wales from Blackpool, and that's a fair stretch. Like.
Aye, but naked eye, yeah, no. Our eyes have limits, definitely. But these flat earthers think that that we would see forever. Sorry, Chris.
And also you've got to factor in horizon moves depending on your viewing eye, you know.
That's right. Hence,
get on an eye enough and you probably can see Wales with naked eye, maybe. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I suppose it depends on atmo and everything, weather conditions, all that kind of stuff. Definitely.
And I mean, when you think about it, how much we really we don't see much of the world, you know. I mean, only 5% of the light we are able to notice, you know, in our sense. So what's all in the world for true we can't see, you know.
That's right. That's right, dude. That's right.
So it's really.
Like I say, guys, links at the top of the screen if anybody else wants to come in. You know, always there.
Any of you know Sandra P900 Coolpix?
What do you mean? The actual the camera?
YouTube channel.
Channel? No, I don't.
P900 Coolpix, but it's a lady called Sandra. She's got footage from Blackpool with infrared, looking at wind turbines at Wales and that.
Have you got a link for that?
I can get it. It's very good.
Yeah, do that. I wouldn't mind having a look at something else.
I'll just go mute for a bit then.
Nice one, dude.
Cool.
Hello, Kev.
Hi. It's round. Clearly the pictures taken from space show the Earth's a spherical object.
Don't show it as a spherical object. They show it as a disc. It looks like a CD.
It does. It does as well. I mean, I know that these are fake pictures anyway, but it doesn't show you as a sphere. It does look like a disc. Yes, there's light and all that, like kind of shades and all, that kind of make it look rounded, but it's not a sphere. It's a disc. It's a 2D picture. It looks like a bloody disc. He's right. He's right.
Oh, you're saying it's flat?
Flat. Yeah. How can you prove it's round?
Well, because you can't see all the countries.
Well, you can't see anything in the pictures from outer space. It's just blue and then some.
You can't see all the
only countries, yeah.
Wow.
Right.
That's some evidence, man. Some people see silly things. I see silly things sometimes, but come on.
White swirly bits.
No, you can clearly see the.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
In any case, you believe that those pictures were actually taken from space?
Well, why would somebody fake them?
Oh, come on. The age-old question, why would they fake it?
Yeah.
What about money? I mean, the obscuring of God? You know what I
money
mean?
and separated from nature and God. And,
you know what I mean? False knowledge that makes them seem more powerful.
So that they appeared as though they won the moon race. You need to keep up with some of your conspiracy theories. There's a lot of question marks about those pictures.
That's true. That's true because
I put link in private chat. She's also got Isle of Man as well in infrared.
Nice. Let's have a good look and see what. All right, cool.
I'll post link in chat as well.
Yeah, it's cool. I like that. Yeah. So this is the one of the one you actually gave me link for. That's the one of Wales, is it?
Yeah.
Cronk Niares. Let's get through this, and we've got time to end. It's only a 4-minute video. I might play it.
Okay.
Nice one. I'm going to subscribe to you anyway.
Wait, let's
all. There we go. Excellent.
Nice. Okay. Thanks.
Cool.
Yeah, but that's only.
Yeah. See, you're gullible, like everybody else. I'm not.
Well, how come you can't see France then when you look across the ocean?
Because it's too far away.
No. You can't see
straight across English Channel and see France.
You can't. You just need to have a decent day. You know, you can't see France. Naked eye. It's 28 mile away. It's not that far. 28 mile across the water. I'm sure it's only 28 miles, isn't it? From Cali to Dover.
Remember that video that Taboo put up? And I think he had to take it down because ballers were attacking guy who posted it. But it was from a mountain in Wales, and it was claimed that you could see Alps.
Oh yeah, of course.
Remember that one?
Wasn't it with an infrared camera or something?
Hold on a second, Chris. Luke was trying to talk, but he was really quiet. Luke?
You can see hundreds of miles if the atmosphere allows it, and you're up high enough.
Yeah.
Absolutely, dude. Absolutely.
I was one of my I got stuck in Australia, when Australian grad got locked down, and I went up. My dad's mate was a pilot, and he had two mates who were actually pilots. So we flew from East Gippsland, where I'm from, Sale, and it's 200 kilometers to get to the mouth of the Snowy River.
Wow.
And we got to only a few thousand feet up.
Wow.
And so he said, "Okay, see that mountain over there?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, normally we can't see that far, but that's where we're going today." I said, "Hang on a sec. How far away is that?" He said, almost 200 k's, 130 miles.
Wow.
I go,
wow, that's
so we're not supposed to be able to see that far. And I was already a bit of a flat earther. And he just looked at me and goes, "Yeah, we see too far, don't we?"
There you go. I mean, I know this is not naked eye, but look at Jay Tollins. I mean, look at some of the long distance infrared observations he's done. Not that I trust him much now after that bloody NASA moon thing he did. I mean, I don't know what he's playing at. I haven't heard of him since, but I don't know what he's playing at that. But yeah, look at the distances there is on them. But with naked eye, yes, 28 miles, you can see on the right day, definitely.
What do you mean it's bollocks? Can you see some of the stars that are too far away to be seen with the human eye but can be seen with a telescope?
How do I know which ones are too far away to be seen? Not see them, can I?
Exactly, why not?
Well, how do I know which ones they are?
You can't see them because they're too far away. If something is too far away, you can't see it.
Yeah, but how do I know that I'm not seeing something?
Because it's not there, you fool.
But it is there. See the.
What do you mean? How do I know if I'm not seeing something? How do I know if I'm not seeing something? Does that make sense? That sentence. How do I know if I'm not seeing anything?
You know you're not seeing anything because you can't see out. I mean, it's
you just know.
Stupid.
Yes, bloody way about that.
If you can't see it, then it's. If you can't see it, all right, then you shouldn't believe that it's there.
But I can see it. When I look outside, I can see the stars.
No, but you can't see France.
No.
Because it's too far.
is spherical.
Oh, you see, you've fallen for it.
Wow.
Don't fall for anything.
Because it's spherical, you can't see because it's spherical. Well, what happens when on a good day when you go there and you can't see it? Is it not spherical anymore? Wow.
Of course you have. It's a conspiracy. They're trying to get us to believe so many things that are bollocks.
See, they are the conspiracy. They're the conspiracy, not what else.
Yes, they are. Yeah.
They are the conspiracy. Too right.
Why don't we stand up and say, I believe what I can see with my own eyes, feel with my own hands. If the world was round and you started running, you'd go faster and faster. Think about it.
No, but the Earth's not moving that fast.
What do you mean? It's not, what? And well, you're right. You're right. It's not moving fast at all because it's stationary. But your narrative, your whatever says it goes. Pseudoscience says it goes 1,000 miles an hour at the equator.
Yeah. And logical, wouldn't you be faster in one direction than in the other direction?
There should be like a constant wind, shouldn't there? Like
absolutely. So people on the equator,
west to east, like or whatever it is,
running should be able to run faster than people in the
You know, but when it spins like 1,000 miles, you know, in one direction, and wouldn't you go faster when you run?
Exactly. And what he says is right, and I keep coming back to it. Essentially, if you're on a sphere and you start running, any way you advance, doesn't matter, you're going downhill. Essentially, you're going downhill, so you should be perpetually getting faster and faster. But what if someone's running towards you from the opposite direction? Are they running downhill as well? When you meet in the middle, where are you? Was he coming uphill to you? Was you coming uphill to him? But you were, you know what I mean? But you were both going down. It makes no sense. The whole globe makes no sense. It's
there should be no uphill. Like if
exactly. You should perpetually be able to do the flash around the globe. You should be able to just perpetually run faster and faster and faster until you explode.
Yeah, I think it's almost so crazy that the people stop to think about it, you know, because it's so insane, you know, that you just say, okay, it's wrong.
That's what they don't want people doing. They don't want you thinking about it.
No, they don't want you, no.
Once you do start thinking about it, then you start seeing all problems.
That's the thing.
Yeah, war and money.
Your whole worldview changes.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It does. It's just beyond a joke, isn't it? And they say that we don't know physics. Wow.
Yeah, we don't understand physics.
No, not at all. Not at all. Don't understand their bloody physics, that's for sure.
It's not a question of the Earth moving, it's a question of what happens when you go downhill. When you go downhill, you go faster and faster, don't you?
Yeah, but the slope is it's too big for a human to do.
Well, it could be measured. If they can measure how far away Alpha Centauri is to the nearest foot, and that's what they tell us, they can certainly measure how fast, what the incline is of the Earth. If you're going downhill, if you're going along, travelling on a round world, you're going downhill.
You are.
Proportionally, though, our size compared to the incline is nothing.
Well, see,
it's still...
The thing is, right, we have hills with signs that tells you it's incline. How can you know that incline from something that's already got an incline? You can't. You need a flat, level earth in order to work out incline and decline.
Absolutely. We do. We have signs that say like 17-degree incline. Yeah, absolutely. How do you know?
Same with elevation. You can't measure elevations from something that's already got elevation. You've got to have a flat baseline.
Baseline, exactly. How do you know it's 17 degrees if there's no flat baseline? Hey, Ian, how you doing, man?
Hey, what's going on, family? What's good?
Good to see you, brother.
Hey, bro.
Likewise. Thanks for having me on.
Hey, dude, welcome anytime, man. Absolutely.
All right. Amazing.
What you got anything to say?
Well, I mean, you know, we're in some very interesting times. I think this, it's good to watch the videos and everything, but we're in one of those times where it's bated breath. Everybody's waiting. You know, the weather's starting to cool off, and we know we're slowly, but in a sense, quickly approaching winter. And then that time is going to come where it's do or die. So I wonder with all the people involved, I wonder if the government is going to say something based off of what the observation is going to be on this final experiment. Or this what's called the final experiment. You know what I'm saying? If it goes down, if it happens.
Exactly. I still doubt it's got to happen. I mean, somebody asked me the question the other day. Look, so you're not going to take? Well, not ask me, ask us the question.
Right.
If anything that comes back from the final experiment, you're just not going to take any notice of what it says. Anything, any evidence, whatever. And my answer was straight out no.
Yeah.
It's either not going to happen, or if it does happen, it's an underhanded thing. But yeah, it's
yep.
going to take part in it.
Yeah, because we can't know what happens down there, you know, in the Antarctica. So
yeah, and
maybe they know something.
Yeah, and I'm just thinking this is funny that no government is talking about it. The government ain't talking about it, and I think that they're relying on this final nonsense to happen so they could say. So once the people that are in office get in office, they can turn around and be like, "Well, we just had a final observation, final experiment go down, and." You had dumb flat earthers, nonsense, BS, but they're still not going to address the two things that are obvious. It's not moving and it still doesn't curve.
That's right. Absolutely.
Nobody's going to address that. Like the people still refuse to address that. And I think we need to kind of walk away from the whole final observation, final experiment and just address that. Be like, just address that.
Yeah. It doesn't interest me anymore at all because it doesn't change a thing for me. I don't care if it was legit and they found a 24-hour sun and they actually really did find a 24-hour sun. It wouldn't change a thing for me. It would just mean that part that I thought was right is wrong, but it doesn't change the fact that there is no curvature at all.
Exactly.
I think
that's so true.
In the
I think everyone's going to follow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
They're going to do it. They're going to do it. They're going to get these so-called flat earthers are going to go down there. There's going to be this production that they're going to put on, and a certain amount of people are going to follow Jaron and Whitsett. But most people are going to just go, "Oh, that's nice." And most people who are flat earthers are going to look at it like they've seen something on SpaceX or InfoWars. They're just going to go, "Yeah, that's bullshit." And the powers that be, they might grab like a few % of people, like a few of Jaron's followers, because Jaron's probably going to flip, and Whitsett as well. And I think that everyone's just going to follow these people like a cult, and they're not, because someone like Jaron has spent 9 years proving flat Earth. He even says it himself.
Yes.
Thanks a lot, Jaron.
Yeah.
Well done. Appreciate that. So you're going to turn around and just go, "Oh no, there's a 24-hour sun, can't be flat." We're going to go, bro.
Yeah.
No,
so all my observations, all my measurements mean nothing.
Exactly. And I think it's important that we just stand 10 toes down right in front of him and be like, "No, you're wrong. You're wrong." Like you could have a zillion followers. We don't give a damn if half the world decides they want to follow you. You're wrong. Absolutely. Unless you can prove this curvature. And that's the thing is I think like I don't know about Jaron. Like this money, man, I tell you, money is the root. The root. I am convinced it is the root of the love of money, the root of all evil. Absolutely. Because to do this, to take this many good people, right? People that want nothing but the best for the true earth and exposing the truth, to do this, if this is true, if this is what his intention is, I think is absolute evil. But we need to stand 10 toes down and say, not only are you wrong, you still need to address it. Address this curvature, address this movement. If you can't, you're wrong. And now you've just taken a bunch of people and made them wrong too. Thank you.
Yep. Yes. That says as well. Look, they're still looking at the sky to prove the ground. You know, It's stupid. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was I had to go on mute for a second. That was my kid's social
The
worker.
thing is, in my opinion, there's a lot of people who claim to be flat earthers who don't actually know, they just have a belief. And when you've only got a belief and you follow people and you get emotionally tied to YouTube channels, you hang on to every word. We're seeing it with people who follow Dell.
Yes.
Seeing it with people who follow Jared. Do you know what I mean? And unless you actually know for yourself, then you're always going to be open to some kind of deception.
Exactly.
That's so true. I don't want to be a follower, you know. I know that's for a fact that it's flat and stationary, you know. It never will change my mind.
No.
Yep.
Nothing could. Nothing
Yeah.
could. It's impossible to change my mind.
Yeah. And you know, it's I think a lot of time it's one of those eureka moments. Like when you get a eureka moment, like a shower moment, when, you know, a lot of times it's a wonderful thing when it happens, but once it happens, you can't unsee it. I think one of the things that happened to me when I was a kid, and I finally I used to play piano, right? A lot when I was a kid, but I didn't understand music theory until one day in the shower, it just snapped and it made sense. I was like, okay, so this is what my music teacher means when he says playing in the key of whatever. This is what he means by majors. And so understanding it made my practice that much easier because it worked. It made sense. The same thing with when it came to electromagnetic theory, when I got into the military and the Navy, understanding it made sense one day. Like all of it just made sense. So if you just sitting there believing things, like you're going to be swayed by the wind. Like kind of like if Jaren says, "Hey, it's a ball," you'll go along with it. And you'll go along and get along because your spirit isn't telling you, no, this is what you've learned. This is what is true. Because a lot of these people that are wishy-washy with it, kind of like what you said, they're not ready. They've never been ready. They just want to believe something different. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah.
So a lot. So if your spirit isn't ready, that's the same with these globe people, where they ask the same mundane question. Oh, well, why wouldn't they tell us? They would have told us if it was flat. It's like, oh my gosh, like you get that feeling of despair because you're like, I am not about to tell him how far along he's not. You know what I'm saying?
Right, absolutely.
That's why we call them government.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Right. Oh, sorry. Let's get on with this because I need to get this finished. Yeah, that was Kenzie's social worker calling, and I was live, so I says I'll call you back in about an hour. So because we've still got we've got about 18 minutes of this video left, something like that. Right, let's do it. Nice one for being here, Ian. Bless you, man.
Oh, thank you, brother.
No.
It's
not significant.
It's measurable. Now you see, you're trying too hard to believe something that you can't prove. Why? You can't prove the world's round.
Yes, you can.
How?
There you go.
Oh, it's school.
There, baby. There.
There it is. It's cool. You learned it at school. Is that what he said? You learned it at school. Indoctrination started there. And Flats played something last night, didn't he? And it was a baby in the crib with planets in solar systems and all that on a baby's mobile. That was a go to sleep. You know, a baby's mobile, and that's the kind of mobiles that there is. You know, people, even when I was a kid, there was probably that. I mean, I didn't have one, but yes, it's there. The indoctrination's there from being a baby.
Yeah,
that's so
Wow.
Another big lie. Why are they making us believe that the world is round? Why are they making us believe that we're living in an ever-expanding universe of an almost infinite number of planets when it doesn't feel like that?
That's because we haven't travelled the sixth dimension yet, have we?
The what?
You've been
Sixth dimension? What the hell? It's the sixth dimension.
Yeah. Just talking about stuff he doesn't even understand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just say words.
This was 2010. So this is good.
These hardcore globe defenders, they're so wrapped up in the idea of space, you know, the Star Trek, Star Wars, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Invested in it being so real, they can't let it go.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Talking about that the other day. You notice with all of these globe nerds like McToon and Flight the Fat Earth, you can just tell by listing them and looking at them that they are massive Trekkies and massive Star Wars fans.
Yeah.
So if they had to have their beliefs about science questioned, because that it's like William Shatner said. That kid asked him, they said, you know, what's science and the relationship between science and science fiction, and Shatner goes, well, it's the same thing.
Same thing, yeah.
And the programming through movies has been so important because it's got two generations, a lot of baby boomers, all of us X gens, Y gens. Don't get me wrong, I fucking love Star Wars.
Me too,
man. I'm a Star Trek.
You know?
Yeah.
Me too.
So, but
okay.
these kids like Fight the Flat Earth. I bet you he is a massive Trekkie. Like,
yeah. Like you see in his background, in his house, you see Legos of Star Wars and Star Trek and all these little toys. And I'm like, you know what? Every time, I'm sure deep down, McToon knows. He knows that this world is what it is, that it's flat. Him, FTFE, all of them, right? But every time they see those movies, it just reinforces that false hope in them. That's all.
Absolutely. Yeah. And us telling them, well, just not us telling them, but us professing the truth. That's what we do in these channels without just putting the truth out. It's not to convince anybody or anything like that in particular.
Yeah.
The truth out because it's the truth, what we believe is the truth, and what we feel we should be doing that, you know.
It's so great hanging up with you guys, you know, because you can talk about the truth, you know. It's so hard to with some people to talk with them about the truth.
Yeah.
It's so heavy. You're like the dumbest, and in reality, it's different, you know.
Of course.
Yeah, right. It is.
That's what the thing we're doing, because we're professing what we believe is the truth. We're taking their science fiction away from them, and that's why they've got this fight back and all that crap.
And we know for thousands of years.
I don't know. I don't know if it's the truth.
That is a mega impression, man.
Isn't it brilliant?
Isn't it, Luke?
That's brilliant, man. That's so much like Luca. You could not tell the difference.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, it's cool. I hear that Iron works good at impressions as well. Flat side and that. I haven't heard them yet.
Oh yeah. Yeah, man. I get at Flats a lot. And I've been doing Bro Sanchez too. Nice. Bro Sanchez got on my case. Bro Sanchez got on my case the other day because I was explaining he wouldn't even let me finish. Really? He was like, I was trying to explain to him like how it's funny how Mauritania, the Atlas Mountains to the north is comprised of, I was like, well, we were told that it's comprised, and he's like, hold on, bro. Let me cut you off real quick, bro, because you all right, man, look, because what you saying over here is how those mountains that you ain't never even been there, bruh. So how is it that you're going to talk about they? Because look, bruh, you don't know about these things. And I'm like, oh my God, man, like you didn't even let me finish. And then I was like, because it's all about magnetism, okay? Electromagnetics. And what you ain't seeing is when you come to the sixth orbital over here, it represents a planet. And that's what you ain't seeing, my brother. And then I was like, well, I hear you, Bro Sanchez, but when it comes to ring magnets are actually man-made. Well, hold on, wait. Let me cut you. And then I'm like, oh my God, Bro Sanchez, man, you ain't even let me finish in front of all these viewers. It's like 1,000 people watching. And I was like, he was like, because I'm trying to teach you, my nigga. You need to learn, brother. I'm trying to teach you, brother. So what you should be saying is, bruh Sanchez, thank you, bruh Sanchez, not cutting me off or nothing like that. You should be saying thank you, brother, because I'm trying to provide that knowledge. And I was like, okay, all right, thank you, bruh Sanchez. Yeah, thanks, man. That's not where I was going with that, but thank you.
Oh man, that is so like him. That is so like him as well. Was it hard R as well when he used the M word?
Oh yeah, no. It was the A. It was the A.
Oh, it was A. Okay, not so bad. Not so bad.
Yeah.
That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. That's so much.
Bro,
That is
Bro
so
Sanchez, man.
You must admit it was pretty good. It was pretty cool how he grilled, not directly to him, but when he was doing the Nachikita Jaren interview, and he
Oh yeah.
you got to show me the curb.
Yeah.
Show me some curb.
And he's talking about some Home Depot or Lowe's, and I'm trying to put it all together. I'm like, bruh, what a hardware store got to do with the flat earth? It don't make no sense, bro.
No, of course.
Oh,
funny, man. Funny.
That's pretty good.
Watching too many episodes of Doctor Who.
Yeah, it's good though, isn't it?
It is. But it's not science, son. It's a show. You know, the guy who plays Doctor Who, actor.
Yep.
David Tennant.
Not
Thomas
anymore.
No.
Not anymore. It's bloody Shooty Gatwa.
Oh.
He's just not a good Doctor Who. I'm sorry, he's gay Doctor Who, and Doctor Who was kind of asexual.
Oh.
No, it's all woke now. He's not Doctor Who.
Oh. I grew up. I grew up with the Thomas. Yeah, I grew up with the Thomas Baker Doctor Who.
Yeah, Tom Baker. Yeah. Me too. Well, I mean, my one was Peter Davidson, but I've watched all the old ones.
Yeah.
But Peter Davidson was the first Doctor Who. He was after Tom Baker. But I've seen all of them. I watch them regularly because it pisses me off where Doctor Who's gone now. And I watched them just because but this time he didn't regenerate, he bi-generated. It's because who writes it? What's his name again? Can't remember his name. Whatever. He's gay anyway, so he started putting his own agenda into it. It's all woke now. All the villains are transgender. Pronouns, everything in it. Even pronouns for aliens, dude.
Oh my gosh.
It's crazy.
Well, I heard they were going to change name to Doctor There.
No.
Dr. Dream. Zay. Wow, it's just crazy, all this bloody pronoun woke. Look at this, man. It's gone from progressive to woke. Progressive wokeism. Ridiculous.
Matt Smith now.
Tell the odd thing about Doctor Who, if you are a fan. Every new Doctor Who has to be 5 years younger than the one who played him before.
Oh,
You
God,
start
he's
out,
25, isn't he?
I know. So the next one's going to be about 19, and then they're going to have to start looking for Doctor Who.
Well, after Matt Smith, it was Peter Capaldi, and he was in his late 50s, 58 at the time when he started. Peter Capaldi. That's the last Doctor Who that was any good. That's three Doctor Who's ago.
See, that's the Doctor that stopped me watching it.
What, Peter Capaldi?
Yeah, I didn't
you like it?
No.
Oh, Peter Capaldi was brilliant. He reminded me of the first Doctor. He took inspiration from the first Doctor, William. Oh, blooming hell, why is his name going out of my head? The first Doctor, anyway.
Oh my God! Wasn't the first Doctor? Was he from the 60s?
Yes, 63. William.
Oh my God!
I know all the actors. Why is his name eluded me? It's William shit. Oh, it's got to piss me off now. William, first Doctor. Wow, I know them all off by heart.
Was this a show in USA or what?
It does now. It wouldn't have.
Is it not William Hartnell?
Hartnell. Yes, thank you, baby.
Yeah.
William Hartnell.
No.
Really? Got rid of the whole YouTube.
Was this a show or what?
It was Doctor Who. Yes, Doctor Who.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I don't know.
It's been running since 1963 to 1980. 9-ish, 89, and then it stopped for a good few years, and then did a movie which was in the USA, Doctor Who movie, which an English guy played, but it was set in the USA. It was a collaboration. What's his name? Julia Roberts' brother. Patrick Roberts was in it. He was he played the master in it. Patrick Roberts, yeah. So it was mainly US actors in the movie. So that was about 96. And that was Paul McGann that played that as Doctor Who. And then after that, he came back in 2005 with Christopher Eccleston. And now we're down the line. It's where we are now is so ridiculous.
Yeah.
And Russell T Davies, that's who writes it now. And he wrote it in 2005. And obviously he was gay back then, but it wasn't so open in 2005. It wasn't like it is now. It wasn't as woke. So he didn't put his own agenda into it. But now, wow, anything goes. LBGTQ plus and everything. It's just ridiculous. And the only reason I watch it is because it's Doctor Who. But he's not Doctor Who. And the thing is, the Doctor Who that he regenerated from, bi-generated, is still alive because he didn't die. They bi-generated, so the old Doctor still lived, and then the new Doctor appeared. It was meant to be a myth that bi-generation can happen, but bi-generation, you know what I mean? And it's just ridiculous. So David Tennant came back for that, so he's still alive, and I think that's a get out of jail free clause card. So if you can bring back David Tennant again, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, sorry, that was a Doctor Who tangent, guys.
Underage Doctor Who's.
Well, he's only got 3 lives left, hasn't he?
He doesn't, has he?
Doesn't matter. No. He got 13 more later on. So yeah, you're only meant to be able to regenerate 12 times, but he got 13 more later. So there we go. But they're not there yet because this is 2010.
Yeah, well, what's his name? Russell T Davies will find a way around
there
that.
You go.
Don't worry.
Russell T Davies.
He's out.
Has he left it?
Yeah,
yes, he did.
Specials.
See, what I want the Americans to wake up to is the fact that we now do.
Oh, sorry, that's me. I had mine. I didn't mute it. Sorry, guys. Did I hear you talking, Anne?
I don't think anybody's.
No. Okay. It was maybe me. I think what it was because I got rid of YouTube by mistake, and then when I put it back on, it wasn't on mute, so I was probably hearing it from YouTube side.
Okay.
Science fiction better than them, because all those spin-offs from Star Trek, and what's that one where you go through the Stargate thing? That's rubbish.
Stargate.
Yeah, and Quantum Leap, that was rubbish.
No.
Well, it's all horrible tradition now. Go back.
Sorry, Quantum Leap was brilliant. I like that. Scott Beluga. Scott Beluga, wasn't it? Beluga, something like that. I liked it. Oh boy.
You always need to have a little fantasy, you know. That's okay, you know.
I liked Quantum Leap. I liked it.
Back to the original, isn't it?
Rubbish.
Yeah.
It was a good idea. Quantum Leap. It was a good idea.
They've revamped it, haven't they? Quantum
Yes,
Leap.
they have. I haven't seen who plays the new one though. What do you mean he'll be a gay Doctor Who clone? He doesn't have to be a gay Doctor Who clone. He is just gay. He's gay in real life, so he's gay in the program as well, dude. He's gay in Doctor Who. He's already had a relationship with a guy. The guy who played Agent Smith in the newest Matrix. You know, the Matrix 4, the newest Matrix, the one that was out in 2020. 21, maybe 2020. Can't remember his name, but he's gay in real life as well. So the one that played Agent Smith in the newest,
different.
In the newest, the newest Matrix.
So it's not Hugo Weaving.
No,
not Hugo Weaving. Not in the newest Matrix. No.
Okay.
I'll get his name. 2 seconds. I'll carry on playing this. We'll get his name.
And Star Trek, I don't know, what are they on now? Not the Next Generation. I gave up with Star Trek on that. But Doctor Who just gets better and better.
It does, yeah.
And that's British.
Well, I think it's probably between that and Torchwood's our best output at the moment.
Fair enough. But you want to know whether you've won 50 quid because you've beaten me in the argument about the world is flat.
Yeah, because you can see the pictures.
Yeah, I'll just quickly share it so you can see what it is. Mad.
There's pictures.
Nice, strong one.
There's cartoons.
That's the wrong one. Sorry. And that's the one I've got to do with that lady I was going to play later. Sorry, I put up the wrong bloody one. Numpty.
Yeah.
Numpty, numpty, numpty. That one. Yeah, that's him there. Let's get him on. Let's get him on that one. What's his name? Jonathan Groff. Do you know? Can you see him properly? Yeah. Anyway, but he's in Doctor Who. You see them snogging. You see him kissing in the newest Doctor Who. Him and Shutigala. But he played Agent Smith in the newest Matrix Resurrection.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, him now. That's a dude. Don't know why I got that up. I was just so you could picture him. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's get back to it.
Haven't, have you?
Oh, yeah.
You can't demonstrate it now. And I can demonstrate it now because if you put on a singlet and a pair of shorts, went outside your house and started running, you would not get faster and faster.
Yeah, get Alex next. Alright. They don't go about saying exterminate. They're going about looking for pretty boys.
But you should, if the world is round.
Oh, that's proportion, though. That's our size in relation to the incline, which is insignificant.
You're struggling here.
Plus there's terrain as well. Natural terrain.
Where do you live?
Hull.
No fucking terrain in Hull.
Topography, natural terrain, yeah, topography. You've got that on a globe as well. So then it wouldn't make a globe, would it? If that's your reasoning. You know? Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
There is.
It's not.
You see the Amber Bridge from here, mate.
That's not terrain, that's an eyesore.
Yeah.
Should blow that up. I don't think man should build bridges. Who are we to meddle with nature?
Nah.
Nature decided there should be a river there, and if we want to go across it, we swim. That river's there for a reason. That's true. Yeah. Yeah, there's that. If the world was round, then all the rivers would run off it. All the
I don't think the
seas would run dry if the world was round.
Oh,
I don't think they consider how much a slope there would be with this curvature, because if you think that Polaris drops 1 degree per 60 miles, so a degree of Earth curve is 60 miles at 8 inches per mile squared, isn't it?
Yep.
That's a lot.
A lot, man. They just think it's so gradual, you won't feel it at all. You don't notice it. Come on. It's ridiculous. You need your baseline to get a 90. You need your baseline to do anything.
Yep.
Measurement.
Yep. And those numbers are there. Those numbers are concrete.
Yep. Yeah.
Those numbers are concrete.
Literally. Absolutely.
Something to do with the moon, though. The gravity from the moon.
Well, we've fallen for that one. Does the moon create tides?
That's what we're led to believe.
No, I can't see the pattern of it. I go out on a...
There are places that don't have tides. There is places that don't have tides. The places where the tides don't follow in the moon at all. It's ridiculous.
Full moon, I'd expect there to be a neap tide. What? And there's nothing. Yeah, there is a bit of a tide this way and that, but the moon causes it?
No.
Why do we believe that?
We were told at school.
We were told at school, you see.
Mass attracts mass. Why is it making a tide anyway? If the Earth's mass is big enough or is strong enough to hold the waters, why would it let the moon move them? It doesn't make sense. None of it. It's madness. It's madness, man.
But why we didn't race into the sun then, when it's so massive?
Oh, we're getting squidgier and squidgier. Oh, Cookie Master, how you doing? Who just dropped off?
Hey, Cookie.
I am not. It's all right. No, I am just dropped out. But I think he's. Oh, right. I just see Luke's put. Luke's put a demon boy. Look.
Luca.
Oh, sorry. Look, I've got to get it. Oh, it's the wrong one. Where is it? There it is. I've got to put it out there. Solo out there. There you go. I've added you back, Ian, but there you are. Your signal's back. There you go. Look at it. I love it. Where's the solo? There it is. There it
So
Here you go, proper Lucas style. Proper
New
Lucas.
Avatar.
you show me the seasons in your kitchen.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was glorious.
Good to see you anyway, Ryan. Good to see you, bro.
Sure.
Yeah, you got a bit of a crowd today, man. 7 of us. Excellent.
Good to be seen, sir.
Let's get on with it.
Ryan.
Oh, what am I doing?
Coming round to my way of thinking here.
Sort of. I still can't believe the world's flat, though.
Well, you can't prove it's not. So why do you believe it is? Gullible.
You're like saying it's like a cake cutter shape, though, rather than three-dimensional, aren't
I
you?
don't know, but I know.
A cake? A cake's a cylinder.
It's flat.
It's round.
My experience is that it's flat.
It's always around. Hey, Sergio. Good to see you, man. Wow.
I couldn't prove to you that it's round, so I'm not going to try.
If it was flat, though, the gravity of it spinning around the sun wouldn't work, would it?
Well, how do you know any of that's true?
Because it'd spin on it.
Yeah, the gravity.
I'm not stupid.
Yeah, exactly. It's the magic tool again.
God gave me logic.
Oh, wow. Amazing.
How do you know any
gravity? This gravity stuff that's a force that isn't a force but acts as a force that's never been proven, seeing anything, you know what I mean? They rely so much on it, you know, and everything's glued together by it, and that and refraction and you know things like that.
It's not we don't need it on a flat plate.
We don't exactly. No. At all, and they always try and say, "Oh, it can't be."
I love PJ. Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah. I love when they use these big words they don't understand. Well, the gravitational pull with Einstein's space-time and the warping of space-time, I'm like, look, nobody knows what the hell that thing is all about, man. Stop making it up. Like, stop talking. You don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
Yes.
but the thing is Einstein knew, and he's smarter than you. He went. I think he went to university or something.
Something. He went to community colleges.
He's very smart.
Ah, nice. We believe you, Luca. We believe you.
We've got to set up a Luca v Luca.
Oh, that'd be brilliant. We have to do that. We have to do that and see if people really think you're Luca. No, actually steal his avatar. I can get it off the channel. And start a stream and say, like, you know what I mean? We're letting Luca in for one day just to see what he's got to say. You know what I mean? See if that works, dude. See if people know it's you. Do you think you could do that or something?
Which one of you is Luca?
Yeah, right.
Oh, that'd be so cool. That'd be so cool, especially if Luca came in as well. Because you would see, if you did that, you would see that you're there, and Luca would come in, guaranteed, to say that's not him. Oh,
Luca, you're on. Luca, you're on. Is it cosmology or cosmology?
That's like that'd be brilliant. We could do A on this flat and Luke is Luca. That'd be ace, man. That'd be ace. I'm mock
Need someone who can do David Weiss.
Nice. That'd be so cool, man. That'd be so cool. Wow.
If that's true, because you've been told.
I've never seen Gravity, I'll give you that.
You've never seen Gravity?
Yes, Dylan, the real Luca's always watching, I'm telling you. He's almost ubiquitous when it comes to flat earth streams.
No, I've got
years,
no conceptualization of what gravity is.
Let me explain to you. You're a young man, and I want to make the rest of your passage through this flat Earth as happy and contented as possible. Okay?
Yep.
You've never seen gravity.
No.
When the men in white coats, when the people who are telling us what we're supposed to believe get round to coming up with a plausible explanation for this thing called gravity, however fictional it is, they'll let us know. But they haven't actually been creative enough to come up with a fictional explanation for gravity, and so they're actually saying at the moment, we don't understand it.
We don't understand it, but we know it does this.
Yep.
We're not sure, but we're sure. That's just crazy. That's illogical.
Yep.
That is
Gravity is so selective, you know.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Of course it is. Yeah.
But when they do things like give it parts like we've got gravitrons, and then people come around and use these words, they're like, gravity's got to exist. They have gravitrons in science. What are you talking about? They've got gravitrons.
Another thing that they made up, so it's got to exist because they made up another thing.
Yeah, right.
Logical, man. It's pure logic.
Yep.
It's demented. That's what it is. And delusion.
Yeah.
A lot of the D's.
Yep.
Telling you.
That's what the official explanation for gravity amounts to. We don't know. Now, we know gravity works, don't we? Because when you jump up, you fall down. So you're entitled to believe that. But are you entitled to believe that it's because you're attracted to the Earth, which is what they think gravity is? No. That it's a force? No. Our intelligence just tells us, well, I'm heavy.
Yeah.
So I fall back down there.
Right.
Yeah.
The only time I've actually felt gravity, well, it's not even gravity. It's, you know when you get two magnets together?
Yeah.
Oh, that's when you felt gravity, when you get two magnets together. But it's not. That's not even gravity. I felt gravity, but that's gravity. So gravity's not even gravity. Of course, magnetism is not bloody gravity. Why would you explain that? Why would you even tell that story to try and explain gravity? Oh, unbelievable.
Just up is up and down is down.
Sorry, Chris.
I just said up is up and down is down. That's fine.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The attraction.
Yeah.
That's the only. But that's magnetism, isn't it? It's not gravity.
There's so many things that can't be explained, and yet we know that it's true. Now, a needle on a compass points to the north. Why?
Period.
No idea.
Nobody knows.
And
Nobody knows.
You make them at school, don't you? With the Petri dish and water.
Yeah.
You don't let us.
It points to the north, wherever you are on the Earth. If that's not an argument for the world being flat, I don't know what is.
Exactly. So, I mean, I used to think that when they come to this. I'm like, well, why wouldn't it? Yeah, exactly. It's always pointing to the north.
To the middle, yeah.
Always.
It's what they show us is just a white, snowy place.
Exactly. And then they're trying to say that
don't look at it.
Work on a flat Earth. They only work on a flat Earth.
Yep. And then they try to use gyroscopes. Well, gyroscopes only work on a ball. Like it's not. That's not how that works.
Exactly.
Gyroscopes are in an airplane, and it only works on a ball. I'm like, oh wow.
You've got to set them to the horizontal, so that's why they'll always stay. If you don't anything like that, it will register it.
Exactly.
Yes, and it's also written in the patents, of the airplanes construction that it's made to fly over non-rotating stationary Earth.
Stationary Earth. Yeah, like you have to explain to people that we have our own gyroscopes. We've got two vestibular apparatuses in our head, apparati, whatever you want to.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, I mean, sets a natural equilibrium.
You really would be dizzy on a globe.
Yeah, exactly, dude. We know how much spinning around makes us dizzy by just doing a couple of spins. Do a Michael Jackson turn. That makes me dizzy. You know? Wow.
Huh?
Well, where does it point when you're at the North Pole?
Oh, come on.
Because there is no north there, is there?
You'd think somebody would have gone to the North Pole and got out a compass and filmed it going round and round and round. But I even heard from somebody that actually magnets, compass needles, don't point to the North Pole, which is the top of the Earth, allegedly. They point to what's called the magnetic north, which is hundreds of miles away from the North Pole. Why?
Maybe someone measured the Earth wrong.
There's so many things we don't know. We need to spend more of our time going, I don't know, and nobody else does.
Well, the scientists didn't measure the bloody Earth at all, did they? Impossible. Not the way they're saying they did it.
And I'm not having some funny-looking bloke who looks like the mad professor out of that Time Machine film. What was that called? Back to the Future.
Yeah.
What was his
Go
name
round.
again? Huh?
Great Scott!
Yeah, him. They're the sort of guys who are telling us.
Hold on, guys. My son's social worker's outside. I'll leave this playing. I'll have to let him in. 2 seconds, guys.
That the world is round, and a whole bunch of other stuff as well. And I say the time has come for us to start saying no. Just because you got more letters after your name than me doesn't necessarily mean I have to believe everything you say. The world does not look round to me. Bollocks is the world round. Prove it. Make me believe it by proving it. And I need more than just dubious pictures taken by Buzz Alcoholic Aldrin.
I'd love to know what radio show he's on to keep getting away with saying bollocks all the time.
Well, there's 50 quid at stake here, so I'm going to do my research.
Yeah, come back to me.
I will do.
I'll take you. I'll gladly send you the money. I'll be delighted if you can prove to me that the world is round.
I will, Tommy.
You won't.
I will.
You won't.
I will.
Good talking to you.
Nice to speak to you.
Yeah. And this is what we're talking about today. Them. What they get up to. I'm not necessarily talking about the New World Order here, or the Masons, or even the establishment. I'm talking about the fact that various people do things and then say things with an enormous sense of authority about what they've said, and we, all of them.
Love it. Yeah. So, yeah, it's cool though. Do you want to just talk? I'll leave the video off. But do you want to talk between yourselves just for a second while I do this, guys? It won't be too long. All good? Yes. All good? Somebody give me a yes.
It means doing more talking than I want to do, though.
Well, true. True. Do you want me to just keep it playing then? Yes? No? So, now keep it playing then, since you don't want to talk. There we go.
Us, you, me, everybody, swallow it. Hook, line and sinker. Because they sound as though they know what we're talking about. And we're too frightened to say bollocks. So come on. The world is round. Is it bollocks? Tamsin says, now this is a revelation, not a revolution. Of course the world must be flat. It would explain why the Australians are so good at bungee jumping. They are upside down. No, Tamsin, we don't know that Australia is underneath us. We don't know that if you dig down through planet Earth in the United Kingdom, you come to Australia. Wherever you live on the planet Earth, when you were small, you were told that if you carried on digging, you would end up in X. Where would the Americans end up? I'm presuming Iran, Iraq, somewhere like that. Yeah, I think Iran, Iraq is about as far away as you can get from the United States. Am I right? That's an interesting thought. Good day. It's Play Talk UK. It's Tommy Boyd, looking at why we believe whatever people who appear to know what they're talking about tell us. They tell us that the world is round. Let's start there. Bollocks. Prove it. 50 quid of my money says you can't. The world is round. Bollocks. Prove it. Go right ahead and prove it. You can't. You can't prove that one. And yet you believe it.
Head this lad as it going, dude.
So think of all the other things that you believe, that you're certain about, that you shouldn't really believe, because you aren't certain and you can't prove it to yourself. Aaron is anxious for the 50 quid of my own money that I've put up to anybody who can make a decent argument that proves to me, sat here, you sat there or standing there, wherever you are. If you're podcasting and you're on a train, you're probably standing, that the world is round. Look out of the window. Does it look round to you? If it was round and you started running, you'd get faster and faster and faster because you're going downhill. The opposite happens. Aaron has Skype text. What about air travel or sailing? Why don't those sailboats fall off the edge? Because it's round. Well, those sailboats...
Sorry, I was seeing stuff from the start there. I thought, oh no, I haven't put you guys back to the start. But it was obviously the start of it was introducing some of this. I'll get you out. I've got to lock the door anyway.
Don't go in a perfect straight line around the world, do they? You look at the dotted lines that they show you when one of those nuts who likes to sail single-handed round the world, why? Attention-seeking. What does it do? What good does it do? Does it drill any wells in Africa? No. Does it do the shopping for any little old lady? No.
Hello, Roger. How's it going?
Other people do. We don't put them on the television news, but we do put the attention seekers who are sailing single-handed round the world on the news. Let's ignore them. And then they'll go away. But when they do it, you'll notice that the dotted lines that they use on the maps of the allegedly round world zigzag all over the blood shop. And who's to say that they simply haven't gone round in a circle? This Skype in from Michael Dooley, who says, I subscribe to the view that we all live on a frequency range that we access through our bodies, and we move to a different range when we outlive our body.
That was pretty cool, right? That's all, and that's my son's social worker, and I was just signing stuff because his placement he's on, the school he's in, for special education needs for autism and all that. I had to sign away for his non-prescribed medication, and it was stuff like throat lozenges and all that kind of stuff. I had to sign for that and other bits and pieces, sort of thing. And he had what the guy was saying on that, and I know he's like a guy who's like really like into his. Like he knows that the government's corrupt and all that kind of stuff. But I never spoke to him about that. And he had a bit about the pilots and stuff. And he said it can't be proven. He said, no, that's right, it can't be proven. I said, yeah, oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you before, I'm a flat earther, it never came up. I says, yeah, you're right, it can't be proven. He didn't say he was a flat earther. And I said, yeah, I'm a flat earther. And it's pretty much what I do all the time, apart from scriptural stuff. I don't do flat earth on my channel a lot. But it always gets spoken about on my channel. But I don't do strict streams on flat earth a lot. Do you know what I mean? That's mainly on flats. And he was straight away. I was like thinking, I thought maybe he was going to say like, no, I'm gonna go about it. Yeah, you can't prove that. But yeah, it seems like he's a flat earther or in between. He knows it's all. He knows what they're saying. Pseudoscience is saying is bull. So that was pretty cool. I just thought I'd say that. Yeah, it is cool, Sergio. That's pretty cool, man. Yeah, he's a decent guy. The social workers that Kenzie had beforehand were both female, and they were all for the mother, and all about what Kirsty wanted, not about what Kenzie needed. You know what I mean? He definitely went through trauma living with her, whether it was with her boyfriend or to do with her or both. I don't know, but it was definitely to do with her boyfriend, and he went mute because of it. He still hasn't spoken in 2 years, and he had a brilliant vocabulary. So something happened. He's gone mute because of trauma. He's in the place he needs to be now anyway, which is good. But yeah, I can't remember my point. Her anyway. I can't remember my point. Can't remember what I was saying. It was something to do with her, his mom. Whatever. I can't remember. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I forgot what I was saying. But I was signing some stuff that he needed to be signed. Whoa, why is that going out of my head? Did I just see Roger in? Hey, Roger, good to see you, bro. Links there if you want to come in. Got about...
And this lad and Lord Racer.
Oh, wow. Sorry, guys. Lord Racer, good to see you. This lad.
Yeah, now.
Good to see you. I know. How dare I forget, man?
Hey,
How
guys.
dare I forget? But
Hey,
that was
guys.
good. Oh, that was my point. Sorry, his last two social workers were all for what Kirsty wanted, his mum wanted. just because she seemed to be doing better. Don't care. He didn't want to go there. And she just kept saying, no, he just says that. You know what I mean? When he doesn't say he doesn't want to see me. He just hides himself, but he never says no to me. But when it's her, he's always shaking his head and backing off and that. So something happened, and I always thought she was a good mom. She's let her ex or whatever, her boyfriend, whatever, do something or knows about it and covered it up. He's been through trauma anyway. But yeah, that was my point. You know, that. Yeah. Sorry, ranting on about it again. There's no point. But he's in the place he needs to be. In the place he needs to be. Yeah, that was the thing. They were all for her. You know, they were all for her, not about Mackenzie. So my point was, I didn't finish it off, was that this social worker that he had got everything that Kenzie needed. You know what I mean? He got to live with his nan, who she was protesting against him living with, her own mum. You know what I mean? He got, and Kenzie wanted to stay there. I wanted him to stay there. You know what I mean? So he got that. He got him out of the hospital and all that kind of stuff to stay back there. He got what needed to be done for my son, and the other two didn't. They were all about what the mum wanted. Even their partner, when she was with them, because I heard she was they were doing better as a couple. I'm like, I don't care. Even if Kenny decided to go back, he's not living with him. No, he's done something. So no, I protested definitely, and they were all, because Kenzie was mute and they couldn't prove it because he wouldn't say anything. They were okay in it. No, man, let him go live with his nan what he wanted to. But now that can't happen. He's lived there for 2 years now, and he has to go to the school. He has to, just because of circumstances. So yeah, like I say, he's in the place he wants to be. Sorry, I did a little rant now. I'm just saying that guy that said about that, they can't prove it and all that. I'm so cool to hear. I'm just saying he got what needed to be done for my son. He's a cool guy, and he knows the corruption in the world.
We only get to access what is in this range, like a radio.
Sorry, I don't usually have good words to say about social workers, but he's a good one. He's a good one.
A radio that only accesses the stations that's in its range. And that is why, says Michael Dooley, we have such narrow belief systems. Now, we're starting to get somewhere here. I mean, and this is good stuff. It could easily turn...
Tell me, Roger, how you doing, man?
I'm good. Good
to see you, bro.
How about yourself? I see we have a full panel here, sir.
Hi, Roger.
Absolutely.
Morning, Vicky.
Blessing, man. Blessing.
You're right.
I see a fake Luca in the house. I mean, Luca in the house.
He's done brilliant, isn't he? We've heard him earlier on.
The accent, the impression he does, though, is scary, isn't it?
Yeah, but the thing is, right, you've got Ian was here a minute ago. Ian working on ties, and he was here.
Nice. I was thinking about
him. He did his
earlier.
impression of Flats. Is he still here? No, he's not still here now. He did his impression of Flats, and Luke did his impression of Luca, and we was talking about doing a stream one day of just having them two on, like obviously camera's not on, but stealing the avatars and that, the exact avatars they use. See if anybody knows the difference. See if they know it's not Flats and Luca talking. I think it'd be brilliant. Good idea.
So we get the boss, we got Chris, and we got Dislord in the hall.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
Yo, Roger.
And
Yes,
Dislord, sorry, dude, as well. I haven't said hello to you. Michael must have let you in. Sorry.
I did.
I didn't see you. I didn't let you in, so I didn't notice you. Michael must have let you in when I was with the social worker.
Roger, they took my cast off today.
You did? Well, I got some news for you guys, just between us here.
Okay.
Ryan's mother passed away this morning.
Oh, you do know we're live, though.
Oh, that's rough.
We are live.
Oh, bless him.
Oh, dude, he came in as well.
Yeah.
He's gone. He didn't. Oh, obviously, he's not going to see him. Oh, dude. Bless him, man. I just want to do a little prayer. Man. If that's okay.
Yeah,
man.
Man, that's sad.
Yeah, it's sad. Anyway, Lord God, I just thank you. I thank you for Ryan's life and his family's life, Lord. I pray for forgiveness in my life and whatever sins I've done before I pray for Ryan. I obviously want to be right with you, Lord. So I pray for forgiveness in anything I've done, Lord. And I ask, and I thank you. I thank you for all the things you've done in my life and all my brother's life. I thank you for the truth, Lord, and I thank you for Jesus who died on the cross for us, Lord. And I bring Ryan before you, Lord, and I just pray in his name that you heal his heart and heal his mind in this time of bereavement, just have your loving hand upon him, comfort him, Lord God, and give him guidance. He's normal, he's a good guy, he's a lot of knowledge and a loving guy, you know what I mean, Lord, and I just pray that you just stay with him in Jesus' name. Amen.
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 Cool. Bless you, Ryan, man. Bless you, dude. Sorry, man. So sorry about that.
Turned out to be absolute bollocks, but what I'm saying is we're told, informed, instructed, and there's no room for argument that the world is round. Bollocks. Prove it.
None at all.
Prove it.
Exactly.
50 quid of my own hard-earned. It's not a life-changing.
That's the positive claim, that it's round. I don't like the round thing, but that's what they said saying back then, 2010. It's round. That's the positive claim. Prove it. Prove it. You have never proved it.
Experience, but I'll send you a £50 note and you only see them at the racetrack. Okay, Tommy, says Peter, if I bet you £50 tonight that I could prove 100% to you that people are still being accused of witchcraft and beaten and burnt to death at the stake in the year 2009, would you be prepared to lose £50 if I proved witchcraft trials are still going on, or would you dare to call me wrong when I have proof of what I have just said to you in this email can't be challenged by you, Peter from Birmingham? Well, I don't know about in Puerto Rico or Haiti, or those are the countries which, according to James Bond films, they still practice mumbo-jumbo. I'm sure it's just the people at Elstree who've come up with that idea. Which Bond film was that? The one with Jane Seymour. She was good, wasn't she? So anyway, Peter, if you're placing a bet with me, I want the absolute precision from you. I'm a journalist, so I want it...
Derek's in chat, PJ.
Oh, sorry, I was just typing a banner for...
Precise. You want me... You believe that you can...
Yeah, I was just typing a banner for Ryan. Good to see you, Kiri Skates, and good to see you, Derek. Bless you, man. And what we are slot about to listening to old Tommy Boyd talking and his opinions of how fake the globe is back in 2010. Hey, good to see you guys. Good to see you guys.
I just sent Ryan a message.
Oh, nice one. I'm just going to put a little banner up here for him as well.
Prove to me that people are still being burnt to death at the stake in the year 2009 for witchcraft. Okay, Peter, I'd like you to prove it. Andrew and Yvonne have emailed me. Thank you very much indeed for this. Mr. Boyd, me and my girlfriend Yvonne Rhodes are currently sitting in our garden as the sun sets here in Birmingham. We've been thinking about your suggestion of planet Earth being flat. Interesting.
Planet Earth.
I think you may have a point.
Planet Earth and flat don't make sense together. I get what they're saying. You might have a point and all that, and they're getting mixed up. But that sounds a little bit trolly, Yeah. You can't. We know planets ain't flat because planets don't exist. They're not planets. Wandering stars. They don't know that. But they certainly are not spherical. You look at them, you see them, they're moving, they're swirling.
Sorry, I'll be off a little for the dog. Sorry, PJ, but I come back soon, yes.
Okay. Well, I'll be finished soon. It's only got a couple of minutes, but you can come back if I'm still on. It's got a couple of minutes, and then I'll play out with Mr. Super Sidewinder.
Yeah, I have a really great dog, yes, for 9 years already. She's great. So, see you soon, yeah?
Bless you, bro. Bless you, man.
Bless you all together.
No, thanks.
There we go. So here we go.
After all, when you bounce a ball, it doesn't jump sideways, does it? No. And I bet you even the most scrutinizing atomic microscope couldn't discern a kick to the left or the right. Interesting, he says. I think you may have a point. It bounces straight back up. And if the planet was truly round, we'd all be falling over.
Digital Wilderness, bless you, man. Nice one for coming.
Because we're standing on a curve. Are we talking bollocks and agreeing with you, Tommy? No. The point I'm trying to make here is very clear. Why do we all believe the world is round when all our senses tell us that it's flat? Because important people have told us from the very earliest age that the world is round. None of the evidence that
people have told us. People have told us. People have told us. People have told us. That's the problem. That's the problem.
we have evidence of our own eyes,
PJ.
our own feet at our fingers.
Yes, Bill.
Yeah, a bunch of pagans have told us.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And he even says important people has told us. Important
Mm-hmm.
people, I would say, isn't important at all.
Luke, you sounded like you're underwater then.
That wasn't Luke, that was this Lord.
Oh, was it this Lord?
Is the sound not working?
Oh,
Yeah,
now it is. Say again, Jason.
Okay. I just said he says important people told us. I would say those people are not important at all.
Yeah.
No.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
Tips tells us that the world is round. It tells us that the world is flat. The pictures of the Earth taken from the moon, taken from space, show the world looking exactly like a cheap CD, doesn't it?
Yep.
It really looks like it's music of the mountains.
Exactly, dude. Exactly. A cheap CD. In fact, just looking at a CD face on would probably look a bit with a picture of a rounded Africa, rounded, you know what I mean, rounded map sort of thing. To make it look rounded, that would probably look more presentable than what they show us from NASA, you know?
I think it's more like a LP. That's what.
Aye, absolutely.
Or catch a pyre, or some such nonsense, with that blue and the swirly white clouds. But it looks like a disc, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Have you ever seen a photograph of planet Earth that made it look as though it was a sphere? Why not? Why aren't the edges a bit more blurred as they go round and out of sight? They're not.
No.
And there's a simple fact that if you look out of the window, it looks flat. And there's the other fact that if it's round, whenever you start running forwards, you're inevitably running downhill, but you don't get faster, you get slower.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I know that last one might sound like a cheap, silly, jokey argument.
No, you should. If it could perpetually going downhill, you should be perpetually going faster. You know what I mean? It's always downhill. But like I said earlier, if someone's running towards you in the opposite direction, they're also running downhill. So how can you both be running downhill towards each other? It's silly. The whole globe is just stupid contradiction. A walking oxymoron. Spinning. Okay, sorry. It's spinning oxymoron.
But my point is, come on, beat it. If you believe the world is round, £50, a purple one, the most beautiful note.
Bit more, it's a bit cheap. Mind you, 2010 inflation. You know what I mean? You could have at least said 100. Nice. I should be Thursday when I'm on Thursday night instead of flats because we swap nights just for this week. I should be doing the 300 special. If it stays at 302, which it says I've got now, I should be doing a 300 special. You know what I mean? It'll just be what you guys want to do. That's it. I'm not gonna have a topic. It's kind of what Ryan wanted to do. You know what I mean? So if Ryan's there, which I don't know if he will be, he might be to keep his mind occupied. If not, it's understandable. You know what I mean? But yeah, it was kind of his idea anyway that we have a whatever night. So it kind of fits in. You know, 300 is kind of special. You know? Yeah. So Thursday night, 8 p.m. Flats is same time as flats is usually on. It'll be
welcome back, guys.
Yeah. Hi. Welcome back. Thank you.
Happy to.
Thank you, dude. Bless you guys. So yeah, you're all welcome that night. And like I said, bring links or whatever, anything you just want to do. You know.
Thanks a lot, PJS, for doing my link. Yes.
No problem. Did I put your link in?
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Money note on planet Earth, although I do like the American dollar. Isn't that beautiful? Is yours, if you can prove, corroborated by a third party, i.e. someone from round here, and they'll be honest, that planet Earth is round.
There it is. There
That was it.
Yeah,
I
it's
missed most of that.
done. Yeah, you did. But I didn't even do the main video until an hour in because I did the 10-minute documentary, the band documentary, flat earth documentary that was banned by PBS. PBS done it. They didn't ban it, but it was banned. And it was an 80s kind of documentary. Still saying pretty much the same things we say nowadays. You know what I mean? That was good to watch that. So because it was only 12 minutes, I didn't think it'd take long, but it took about an hour to get through it. And I played somebody else's video, they put a link in with, and we got onto this one. This video was only 26 minutes long, but we still managed to get 3 hours out there out of 36 minutes, 38 minutes of video. It's not bad going. Not bad going. So, yeah.
How many people we got watching, PJ?
We've got 15.
Not bad.
15, 16 now. But we're just about to finish, guys. Nice ones for coming, guys. As usual, I will play out Mr. Super Sidewinder. But anything to say, guys? Anything?
Just want to show you my lady.
Exactly. Female, did you say bitch? Bitch dog?
No, she came from Greek.
Yeah, no, a bitch is a female.
On the streets.
Oh, okay.
And now she's already 9 years. And
nice.
Yes.
She's getting old. Nice.
I really love her. She's great. The dog is so much beautiful.
Vicky loves them. Vicky loves dogs anyway.
They love you for nothing, you know.
Yeah, Raz is in the hall at the minute.
She's been a bitch for a woman.
And she's a bitch.
Yeah, I know.
No, she really saved my life.
They've not had to sign. It was for his non-prescribed medication, not for like throat lozenges and all that kind of stuff.
All right.
While he was there, I just had to allow it. You know what I mean? Have some do that. So she'd already signed before me.
I'm having an early night tonight.
I know you said you're tired, not. At least you're feeling a little bit freer. We are.
No,
It's still got the heart a lot. Don't think you're fixed and start moving it all.
Oh, trust me, I can't straighten it. I know everything's broken.
Not yet.
No, I'm not going to do anything drastic, am I?
No, but don't start trying to straighten it too soon.
I'm not going to.
I tried doing stuff like that, and
it hurts too much to straighten it, so I'm not.
No, but I know what you like.
Oh.
No, look, it is still in a sling, right?
I know.
Has it been out of the sling? Yes, it has. Do I hate the sling? Yes, I do.
Ooh.
But I've got to wear it in the day, and I will enjoy sleeping with no horrible cast on my arm.
Yeah.
But
I understand you very well. I have this side. Everything was splitted, not broken. Everything was splitted. So I have a lot of
I can see the
screws inside the metal. So
I know.
I go in.
I had
my
legs. I
broke my ankle.
Pins drilled into my bones. Bloody awful.
I would rather break my ankle over my elbow.
I would never, I would never break anything. But since I was 35, up to 35, the only thing I'd ever broke was my nose. After the age of 35, I broke everything. Something on every limb. Something on every limb. Fingers, knuckles, wrists.
Well, what would you do then?
You know what I mean? Sorry, Roger. Again.
Why would you do that to yourself? Why would you break everything?
I jumped out of that. Well, I jumped 3 stories high. I jumped out.
Weirdo.
I was trying to climb down and I kind of slipped.
But no, so on Thursday I'm going back to PJ's because if I need surgery, he can look after me.
Yeah, that's it. And at
maybe
least I can come back and do the. Sorry,
Maybe somebody ordered the knuckle sandwich and you were on your way already getting it ready and stuff.
I keep saying Luke when you're in a fishbowl kind of mode, Discord, it sounded like you were Luke, but being quiet.
Wow, it's weird how it's weird. It lags on. It only does it on this platform.
Right. No, it does on mine as well sometimes.
Yeah, it's locked up. And the thing is, as well, at least I'll get back to do the 300 special on the computer rather than the laptop.
Good though.
Because the laptop breaks down. Sometimes you know what it's like, and I have to turn it off and turn it back on. So you guys are left in the blackness until for about 2 minutes until I get back into the studio. Because it doesn't stop streaming, it carries on streaming even when you turn your computer off, unless you stop the stream.
Yeah, and in Austria, it's really the pharmacy is really insane. You get everything. Vicky, you get pain pills for your arm.
Tramadol.
Tramadol. Yeah. In Austria, you get everything for
Really?
substitution.
Hey, Chris, put your link back in for your channel, dude, in the YouTube site.
Thanks a lot. Yeah. Thanks a lot, Richard.
No, have you got it? Have you got it there, or is it in here? Oh, is that the one at the top? It's the one at the top, isn't it?
It's the one in the top. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll put it back in the chat.
I'm on tramadol all the time though because of my arthritis.
Yeah.
But they haven't upped it or anything for my elbow. It's just the same. But no, I don't. The pain's not too bad. I can cope with it. It was just the cast I couldn't cope with. Like it just itched all the time. But no, like it's in the sling. It is what it is, and I'll be fine.
Yeah. You know, I was having this accident with the arm, so I couldn't work anymore. So that put me at rent, and I started to use morphine against the pain.
Yeah.
And in Austria, you get it very easy, you know, and it's sad, you know. I don't like it. I wanted to have cannabis, but this is like impossible here. Yes,
Cannabis isn't strong enough for that kind of pain, though.
It would be enough, you know.
It'll ease it, but like morphine is better for that type of pain, but very too addictive.
I found the gas and air more effective. The gas and air was more effective than the morphine they gave me, especially when they pulled it. Because when they pull it in, because it was dislocated, they had to pop it back into place. And for me, the gas and air was what got me through that.
Yeah.
Because the morphine just didn't really do anything.
The thing about morphine, it makes you really itchy as well.
Yeah, the morphine, when you take it longer, it really infects you, you know, you get lazier, and
I've been addicted to
it's not good for your mood.
heroin, opiates, opioids, all different types of opiates.
Yeah.
Mainly heroin, but I've been on the painkillers as well.
Heroin would be better, you know,
take
because this is full spectrum.
Yeah,
Morphine, this is only one, how you call it, piece of the plant.
Absolutely.
And it's much stronger, and it makes you more addicted, like heroin, you know.
Codeine as well comes from the same plant. It's the same stuff. Codeine in your body, it might not feel as strong as morphine, but it turns into morphine in your body. It's the same thing, basically. Anyway,
That's it, and I was in the hospital, and then they gave me the shit, and you couldn't get off it, you know.
Absolutely. Anyway, no more drug talk. Let's get this finished.
PJ, I really appreciate it. It was a great show, yeah.
Bless you, man. I've put your link in there.
Nice to see you.
You've got 21 so you've gained a few anyway. You've got 21 now. You had 18, I think. So I think you've gained 3. Bless, man. And there's his link again if anybody sees it when we on the replay.
Yeah, I go at 19 o'clock on the evening. I make a video every day. So
8 p.m.
When you like to have a look, you can go.
That's the same time as Flatzoid, though. Same time as Flatzoid.
Yes, but Flatzoid is 100 other time zone. So
yeah, he's in that. Yeah, I suppose, but he's only an hour different. 2 hours from you, is it? 2 hours difference.
I don't know exactly.
Yeah.
Just one.
Something like that.
Yeah,
but he's so much on, you know, PJ.
Austria, Germany,
really
Denmark is the same.
All the same, so it's just 1 hour, right?
Yeah, Germany and Austria is literally the same place, just split up in 2 names.
Got you. Of course it is. I wasn't even thinking then. But yeah,
they're right around the corner from each other.
Of course they are.
And Dislord, don't mess with Vicky anymore. Dislord Cater.
Why?
I'm
talking about he dislocated her shoulder.
No, my elbow, not my shoulder.
Elbow. Okay. Sorry.
Anyway, guys, let's finish.
I found the devil.
I'm 41 and I'm retired, you know.
Yeah, man.
Retired at 41.
I was 41. I couldn't make my work anymore, so they retired me.
Okay.
It's insane.
Oh, I thought you said babe. Okay, right. Everybody
That's
say
great, yes.
Michael, anything?
No.
Oh, good. Bless you guys. Nice one for being here. We'll play that
I'm,
Mr. Super Sidewinder.
I'm getting hungry like it's food time for me.
Yeah,
That's all I can think about.
Yeah,
Don't keep the beer from his food, dude.
5:10.
You can't, Roger.
Yeah.
I get very ratty when I don't eat.
I'll just get ratty full stop.
It's 5:10, so let's do it. Let's do it. It's sorry, Mr. Super Sidewinder and Gabriella, and I think it's Sweet Home Alabama.
I've been there.
loving it, Mr. Super Sidewinder and the Gabrielle. Fantastic.
Quite a talented little girl, isn't she?
Absolutely, dude. Absolutely, man. Brilliant. Good
Really
stuff.
great, yes.
He is. He is. I can't do it.
He is.
Yeah. And, hey guys, I can't do it. I can't do it like you.
Luke's left already, so we can't get him his rendition.
Luca.
Can you tell your neighbours to stop walking past your camera because it keeps beeping every 2 seconds?
Your neighbour, stop walking past my camera because it's beeping on Vicky's phone every 2 minutes.
No, 2
Never
seconds.
go past my door again without asking the Queen.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
How dare they, man? Walk past my door to get to their own door. Bloody hell.
The audacity.
That's really great today.
Street, hard necks, man. Hard necks to go past my door to get to their own.
Do you know there's another camera here for you to put up?
Is that?
Outside. Mine.
I'll do that. I'll do it. I'll do it when it's dry. Okay. Is it dry at yours? In a minute. Is it wet?
No,
Is it
it's
pissing
tipping it
down?
down. Yeah.
What about you, Michael? Pissing down where you're at?
No, the sun's out.
Oh, is it?
It has been raining.
Oh,
but-
it's so dull here, man.
It's shite here.
Been pissing it down.
Yeah, it's very gray, and the sun is about the rain is about to start in like 1 hour. Yeah, in about 1 hour.
Rain in here.
Yeah.
Right, I'll finish, guys, because
we had yesterday rain. Today it's pretty sunny.
Yeah. Right, I'm gonna finish, guys, because we're all hungry.
Bye.
Hey, Peter.
Thanks, you guys. Thanks for being here.
Bye.
Always a pleasure to be with you. He who the sun sets free is free.
Indeed.
Indeedy, guys. Bless you.
All good.